Right, Mister. You're live.
Now, will this
That's on his personal page. He's going live.
But you can still go on my page and get
will
it.
we be able to get it and then save it to the Facebook so people can go back and review it?
Yeah, it'll be saved on Facebook.
Okay.
You know, when someone makes a live
And you can
video.
share it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to talk to your fans. You're live on here.
Oh, okay.
So you're recording right now?
Yeah. So guys, tune in today. I'm with DJ Frost, tuning in here at the High Media School on a live broadcast, and we're going to talk about the movie that I'm getting ready to produce right here in the heart of Ohio, called The Wager.
All right, we're going live on here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy DJ Frost, live back in the studio with my co-host Marvelous Marva.
Good morning.
On this Move Along Monday, I have Mr.
Jim Gloyd.
Mr. Jim Gloyd, and I have Mr. Rob Ray, and I have Mr. Deflock in the building.
What up?
So, fellas, without disrespect, this gentleman has to be out at 11. So we're gonna go and knock him out, let him get his business out the way, and then get back to us.
All right, that's what's up.
The phone number is 614-636-5601. Call in and or text. I will answer your text back as soon as I see it. And good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, Mr. Frost.
It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
So tell us about your poster. Your movie.
Okay. The movie. All right. Well, I just looked it up. I got into acting actually about 2 years and 4 months ago. Actually, it feels more like 3 years ago. I said it had to be from where the Lord has taken me from at the very beginning until now. I said it had to be longer than that. But I looked it up, and I got picked up to be an extra in the movie I Am Wrath here in Columbus. It was starring John Travolta and Chris Maloney, and that's where it all kind of started. And you know, that was the beginning. You know, I got picked up for it. I had the look they wanted for that certain scene, and a couple days later.
Wait, I have to ask.
Yeah.
What was the part and what was the scene?
It was a shooting scene.
Right. And so who were you?
I was basically bar attendee or patron, where I was, you know, actually in there on the dance floor. And when the shooting started, you know, I had to bump into like Chris Maloney and be there right beside John Travolta when he disarmed someone and all that good stuff.
Nice.
And so within within a couple of days, you know, I was literally rubbing shoulders with John Travolta and Chris Maloney, doing rehearsals after rehearsals with them. And so, you know, I mean, it was cool. You know, it was like, well, okay, I was pretty awesome. You know, after a couple of days, you know, I got to do this. And, you know, I'm always, you know, I'm in Ohio. I'm surrounded by cornfields. You know, that kind of experience doesn't come along every day. So, you know, it's like it's a once in a lifetime thing. But that was pretty cool. Some people said, well, you never know what that might lead to. And I'm like, well, I was very pessimistic, you know, like, I don't think it's going to lead to anything. And then, you know, I met some people in the business. I got picked up to do some other work with some casting directors here, got picked up with other casting directors. And then I've, you know, since 2.5 years, I've rubbed shoulders and been on sets with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've done stunts in a Nicolas Cage movie. The more I was faithful to it, I got more featured roles and stuff. And a Bruce Willis movie that just came out, First Kill. Another John Travolta movie where I was a district attorney. That's coming out here real soon, The Life and Death of John Gotti. And during that process, I said, well, you know, just to make myself, you know, a little bit more marketable, you know, where they might want to cast me a little bit more, I'll go ahead and do some acting lessons. And so I did some acting lessons, and the acting coach thought that I should get a manager or an agent, that I was good enough.
Sure.
And that's not really was my goal at the very beginning, but I went ahead and did it anyway. and did an audition for an agent and got picked up, and then found myself doing some commercials. And so, that's pretty awesome. So then I ended up getting the lead role as the lead detective in a movie that's ready to be released here toward the end of the year, the beginning of 2018, called Gene Pool, as the lead detective. And so that was kind of the next barrier. I was already a published author at the beginning anyway. My work can be found on Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com, and other book retailers like that. And so I was already working on a book of short stories.
Can you just name the book, please? Give us the title.
The book that's already released on Amazon.com is called Becoming Free from the Judas in Me. It's an inspirational book. Some of the struggles that we meet on the road of life, if you will. Sometimes we fall short just like Judas does. And like Judas kind of got down on himself, we get really down on ourselves. And, we just think we fall from God's grace and that we can't get back, or he won't forgive us and things like that. And so becoming free from that Judas in me, the betrayer, but also that guilt-ridden person, and trusting on that Jesus paid the price and that price was good enough. And so, So that's already published and it's already out there. But I wrote a different kind of book this time. It was a book of short stories that the Lord inspired me with, that actually had they were inspirational in content, but they had kind of like a Twilight Zone or that paranormal twist to them that made them really interesting. And then in the midst of all this, doing some acting and these kind of things, one day the Lord just plainly told me, not that he was forbidding me to make it into a book, but he showed me that what you have there, he said, is some movie concepts. And that just kind of blew my mind.
Wait, hang on. Rob, can we switch seats? Because I want to use a microphone. They can't. I don't have a microphone. We've got too many people in the studio. All right. I got a microphone now.
All right.
And, wait. And we're both in picture. Okay. So God said, you got to make this into a movie.
He said, you got some movies concepts there. So I said, okay, where do I go with that? Well, I had went down out of state and auditioned for a TV series. And I felt led to get my work to them. I've stayed kind of in contact with these producers, this production company that will remain unnamed. And then they were willing to look at them. Yeah. I sent them 6 of my stories, and then I got 2 weeks later, I got an email that they wanted to meet, which was a thumbs up to me, because, if they didn't like it, of course, they would have told me straight up, you're not going to waste your time having somebody come out of state to tell them that you don't like their work.
So you sent them 6 stories. Were they like, hey, we like this one, but not so much this one, or what was that like?
Well, the good thing was they liked them all.
They
really liked 3 of them, really good, that they would like to make movies out of 3 of them. And the one they liked the most, of course, was The Wager.
The Wager.
Yeah. And so what was kind of neat, though, and this is part of the process, within 2 years, and 4 months here, is that it was my footsteps being ordered by the Lord, because they were so busy that they asked me to start writing the script. And so I'm like, well, I never wrote a script before. And he said, well, you are a writer, though. And so, you can handle this. And so they kind of talked me through it and told me what kind of software. Mm-hmm. So next thing I know, I wrote it and the software. At the same time, the Lord opened the door for me to become friends with a 6-time Emmy Award winner, Emmy Award-winning producer, Vince McVeigh, and we talked about it. And so, I got my script out there in some film festivals. Didn't even actually know that you could there's a big competition for scripts in there. Yeah. And so then it becomes
good job, Jim.
Yeah,
I like the way you did that.
Yeah, so here we go. It's reversed. But it became an award-winning script. And so then I'm like, where do we go from there? And then and this, like I said, it was all God putting this together, because then a production company that I actually presented it to split. There was a split or a division within that production company. And at the same time, I'm having Vince McVeigh saying, why don't we just produce it right here in the heart of Ohio? And that's kind of where I felt led to do anyway, instead of taking it out, but to share this experience with the people here in Ohio.
Yeah.
And so that's what we've decided to do, and that's what we're doing right now and preparing ourselves for.
That's fantastic. And what part of the process are you at right now?
We're called pre-production right now. Yeah. We're finalizing the script. The script is already an award-winning script, but I felt led to go back and make a couple changes within the script, and so that's being finished right now. At the same time, we're finalizing the budget. I could get started on the budget, but we found a different way to get the budget, and that works effectively. I'm consulting with 2 filmmakers that has great success in their filmmaking careers, and they showed me how to get the budget. A little bit bigger budget than the typical indie film around here probably would use. With these consultants on my side, I know it's going to soar and that it's going to get distribution. Because the people I have alongside me putting it together has done that quality of work. As a matter of fact, one of the persons that I just was speaking with last night and even this morning, the very first film he did it so good that he got Warner Brothers to distribute it for him, and has a great success in his other films in the inspirational genre. And so God has opened doors for me to bring in the right people to do this right the first time. And so,
what's his name?
His name is Dallas Jenkins. He just came out with the movie The Resurrection of Galvin Stone, that had the lead character was Brett Dalton from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. A lot of people know him as Agent Ward.
Okay.
And he's had What If. I remember watching that years back with Kevin Sorbo and a lot of other lead actors. I'm also talking to Doc Benson. Doc Benson's a great director that's coming on board to help me with it.
So are these your 2 mentors that you were talking about?
Yeah, there's 2. I actually have one, but I'm going to leave him unnamed.
Okay. All right. Mystery.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've got a couple of churches on board as well. That's exciting.
Yeah, I do. Right now, they're going to help the budget. I have one that just spoke to the pastor. It's of a larger church within our area, and he has already spoken to the board and said, we really need to support this. This is an awesome work. And so I think there's going to be some help coming from that tributary, if you will. I have another church that is looking to give monetarily, but also they have another big church that have the nice kitchen. And so they got a ladies group that just loves to cook food and use that as their ministry. And he thinks that they will be able, they're checking right now, and they'll be able to provide food and things like that for the production when we're actually filming and shooting, which definitely help the budget in many ways. And there's other churches that I still need to meet with. And so, yeah, a lot of neat things in that arena too, since it's an inspirational film that some of the local churches want to get involved as well.
All right. Okay, if you would like to call in and join the conversation, you can do so at 614-636-5601. I'm here in studio with actor, director, producer Jim Gloyd, and we're talking about his movie, The Wager. I'm going to switch microphones really quick, so I'm going to disappear, but I'm not really going to disappear. Hang on. See, I'm still here. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to be right back and talk some more with Jim Gloyd.
So we're not live or commercial now?
You can be heard and seen here. You can be seen but not heard here, which is the undergroundcolumbus.com.
That's
Facebook.
The one I'm sending them to?
Yes.
So where's this?
This is DJ Michael Frost's page.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's go back over here.
Oh.
Oh, your card.
Huh?
Your card.
You want a card?
Yeah.
All right. Is DJ Frost getting coffee?
Yes.
All right.
The coffee is available right now if you guys want to get
Yes.
coffee.
Would you like some?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine? You're all caffeinated up?
I don't do caffeine, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do anything to stimulate your metabolism?
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Are you a little warm right now?
No, I'm all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It gets
it's
a little
actually
stuffy
awesome.
in here.
Yeah. So I'm comfortable so far.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I just took a little break so that you can catch your breath.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll get back to it.
That's funny you said you was an extra in the I Am Rav. I was one of the extras in the crowd scene in front of the State House.
The State House, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And so was I.
Oh, was you?
I was.
You do look familiar. I think I
Huh?
seen you there.
Huh?
Yeah, I really do. You was up in the front by the steps.
Oh yeah. If you could sit on the corner there, if DJ Frost comes back in, I'm gonna do-si-do with him, and I'm gonna sit back over there. But I have to be here to do the controls since DJ Frost isn't here. We're taking a little break here, and then we'll get back to the interview. But we're still live over there. Ah.
What up? Make sure y'all tune in. First Degree, one up.
So, what else is there to talk about?
What else is there to talk about? I'll ask you questions. I'll keep you talking. There's still a lot more to talk about as concerns the movie. I know that it's a little difficult to see from your perspective because you have been talking about it for months.
Yeah.
And so you can't really tell what you've talked about and what you can't have it spoken of. And it's like I'm trying to tailor the conversation and the interview from the perspective of someone who's never heard of
Oh, yeah,
you know, the
yeah,
movie, the
yeah, that's a good
concept.
idea.
right. And so
Yeah.
all right,
Keep talking.
I'm gonna do-si-do with you. We're
Keep talking.
taking a break. Well, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm just gonna do-si-do with you real quick after I grab my phone. Oh, there's my phone. Okay.
Huh? Yeah.
So tell us about these commercials, because I'm really
Hold on.
fascinated.
Hold on. You can.
I've only done
Yeah, in 47 seconds. Don't talk about it yet.
Oh.
I'm gonna force him to
You've been
go
real
back on the
busy,
age.
Huh?
though.
Thank
You've
you.
been real
Yeah.
busy. I like that. That resume speaks for itself especially the couple of movies that's been here in Columbus
Mm-hmm.
in the past 5 years. And they've been talking about that on regular TV. Like
There.
The one with First Kill. I think that's about to come out like the end of this year.
It just came out.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have a big
That's the
part.
one with
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce Willis.
Yeah, and Hayden Christensen that played Anakin Skywalker in the prequel of Star Wars.
Oh, can
He's the
you
father.
go back?
All right. Oh, you never did plot democracy.
I just realized that. That's why I'm looking down into the corner. I'm like, I never potted the mics down.
Well, anyway, y'all heard everything.
Every last thing.
I don't know nothing
And
about
I'm-
embezzlement or nothing.
I'm so glad that the mics weren't potted down, actually, because we were talking about some really interesting things that we're just going to continue talking about.
So,
His resume
right.
and his commercials.
That is a real impressive resume for real. It
Thank
really
you.
is.
Thank you,
The
DJ Frost.
The Bruce Willis movie. And I was trying to loiter, for a better word, and see if they could catch me catching the bus or something, but they weren't doing it. Plus the time they were shooting, I wasn't around.
So it turns out that not only was Jim an extra on the movie with John Travolta, I Am Wrath, but so was I, and so was Deflock.
That's right.
So why y'all just,
What?
you can't just drop all this on me at one time.
You should see
Oh,
DJ
man.
Frost's face right
I'm messing
now.
around having a heart attack. So, like, wow, y'all not telling me y'all had a small
We're
part?
telling you right now.
That's after the fact.
This is exclusive. It's happening as it's happening.
Wow. That's stuff. So how was it? Did y'all get a chance to talk to him?
No, we did not get a chance to talk to him. John Travolta was not in that scene.
Okay. So he
That
probably wasn't
we were-
even there.
He was at the State House. They were shooting. He was there, but he was like at another scene because they shot like 4 different places in Columbus.
Right.
They had the church scene, the State House scene,
And
they had
then
the
right
bar
there in
scene.
between
That's
those-
the scene. He was in the bar scene.
The
Right?
Rose
Right.
building.
I did get to meet him. I don't know if people see that.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
right
what's
left.
up.
So I did get my
Oh.
picture taken with him. I did get to speak with him. Chris Maloney as well was on set.
Now, Chris Maloney, what?
Chris Maloney from
You probably
that,
can't see that picture, but if you go to Jim Gloyd's Facebook page, I'm pretty sure he probably has that picture posted.
Yeah, I actually have a website that
That's what's up.
has a lot of my information.
What's your website?
It's jimgloyd.com. Makes it real simple.
JimGloyd.com.
Yeah, Jim Gloyd.
So tell us about some of the commercials you do.
Wait, hold on. That's JIMGLOYD
Yeah.
.com.
Yeah, like Lloyd with a G in front. Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well, because of my schedule, I've lately had to turn down a lot of commercials, but I have been in a couple commercials right there, and it was mostly around the election season, so both of them was political. Actually did one where I was in a commercial for the Columbus prosecutor, Ron O'Brien, and who did get reelected, by the way.
Yeah.
and another one was also for a governor in Arkansas, so all the way in Arkansas.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm happy to say that he got reelected too. So we must have did a good job. Yeah. So.
All right, I'm gonna talk about the movie a little bit more.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm not going to talk about it, but I am going to ask a few questions. Now, I'm looking at this poster here, and it's you and Bishop Stevens and Robert Seven.
Robert Seven.
All right. Can we talk about how you got to be connected with these two actors and what they've done?
Yeah, absolutely.
In the past?
Absolutely. I wish I had the information in front of me. Actually, Bishop Stevens, his manager, actually wrote up the connection between these two actors and myself, and it was really well written. Probably a whole lot easier than I can say off the cuff of my hand. But Robert Seven, he's been in several movies, like 12 Monkeys, Stardust. He was actually in I Am Wrath, but not as an extra. He was actually one of the main players. He was actually had a large speaking role. He was actually one that was the right-hand man of the guy that killed John Travolta's wife in the movie.
Okay.
And so, so he ultimately gets interrogated by Chris Maloney and John Travolta, and it doesn't turn out well for him. So I guess being killed and thrown in a dumpster and getting gasoline put on you and set on fire is not a good way to end your day.
No.
And so, so that's Robert Seven and I Am Wrath. And so he's a SAG actor and doing a fine job. He's been in Chicago PD also, with lead actors in co-starring with lead actors in Chicago PD, and doing really good. And I actually met him at the movie premiere of I Am Wrath. And so we got pictures, and we talked for a while, so we hit it off. So he gave me his business card, and I was able to get back in contact with him about this endeavor right here. There is a crime syndicate within in this movie called The Wager, where the main actor, Bruce, actually Brucey when he was younger.
Just to clarify, we're talking about your movie now.
Yeah,
The Wager.
my movie, The Wager.
Okay.
Yes.
So a little summary. Okay.
Yeah, a little summary there is, well, just like any good movie, just like Aaron Sorkin within his master's class of script writing teaches, every movie has a journey. And on that journey, you know, you have to have those obstacles. If you don't have the obstacles, it's not a good movie. So, you know, if you're going from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast because you need that heart transplant, you can better believe you're going to run out of gas, you're going to get mugged, and you're going to get in a wreck, you're going to get your car stolen, you're going to end up in the back of that pickup truck that has all the chicken coops in it, right? I mean, we all know this is going to happen before you get to your transplant, because if those obstacles don't happen, then you don't have a good story. And so within my story, we definitely have this journey, and it starts with him actually getting abandoned on the police house steps, and he's in and out of like 17 foster homes. His life is, you know, he's being influenced, all that, and he gets in a lot of trouble.
And when you say he, what's the main character's name?
Bruce.
All right, Bruce.
And so, you know, it goes from his childhood, and then we have a time jump into his adult when The Wager actually takes place. And so but so we have that so we have those obstacles to where he gets kidnapped even by this drug syndicate to kind of do their bidding or running, if you know what I mean. And so Robert Seven here is actually ahead of that, the drug syndicate, and his name is Tiberius in the movie.
Yeah.
And then he kind of got his muscle, you know. You always have to have the muscle, right? You know.
But I feel like we skipped over a very important and pertinent point, which is the fact that the lead, Bruce, is played by none other than
Yeah, me, right? Yeah,
Jim Gloyd.
the adult Bruce, right?
Yes, the adult Bruce.
So yeah, so that's kind of Robert Seven's role in it, and then Bishop, we were talking about, was actually a professional wrestling, not only a professional wrestler, but he was a champion, and so he got into acting, and he's a rising star. He's coming up really quick, and doing a lot of different kind of movies. He's done a lot of fantasy type movies and warrior type movies, and doing a fantastic job. So he's going to be kind of the muscle. You know, you
He's
need
the
that
muscle.
you need that muscle that in the movie that isn't necessarily the brains of the operation, if you know what I mean, but the muscle, and so that's his role in the movie. And I actually met him doing stunts in a Nicolas Cage movie called Mom and Dad, and so we stayed in contact after that movie.
There are people out there that don't know that there are all these movies taking place in this Midwest area, and I just want to reiterate that, Jim, you don't travel too far to do all this movie business, do you?
No, to be in a lot of the movies that I have been, and I'm sure I haven't named them all because there's just been many within the last 2 years.
You've been able to pretty much stay in the Ohio area, is that right?
Well, almost, yeah. I mean, I've gone from Cleveland all the way down to Kentucky. So I've been in Kentucky a few times. Cincinnati and Kentucky has a lot of business going on, and in Cleveland as well.
All right.
And they have a nice city that can easily be translated into looking like New York or another major city. And I think that's why Cleveland and Cincinnati has that attraction.
Okay. And so your background, artistically speaking, is mostly as a writer.
Yeah, that would be a fair assumption.
But you got the acting bug at some point about approximately 3 years ago.
Yeah, I did.
And you've had quite a journey from then till now. There are folks out there in our area and beyond who would love to get into acting. What do you have to say to them? Well,
we actually have some very good acting coaches, to believe it or not, right here in the Columbus area. And it wasn't necessarily one of them aspirations of mine to do this all along. I just think God he gave me these stories and really wanted to get these out there. And so, he led me down a path to get me to that point. But yeah, I really enjoy acting now. And so what I would do, there's a lot of expensive things out there. There's a lot of scams out there. You have to really be careful when you go to get into acting. People take advantage of you.
I see Rob Ray nodding his head vigorously over there in the corner.
Yeah, I had a couple incidents like that.
Yeah, and you're not alone, Rob. You're definitely not alone. And I thank the good Lord for protecting me and doing this. At the same time, as I was doing some extra work, my daughter actually was a friend, had a friend that was going to Columbus, and basically he was attending one of these supposed schools that was a scam. And I read right through it and told my daughter, no, we got acting in Columbus. It's called acting. That is the name of the business, by the way, the acting school. It's by Richard Mason, and it's called Acting in Columbus. And they have you can start out with a weekend boot camp. I don't want to quote the price, I think it's very generous.
But you can go to actingincolumbus.com to find out more information.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like $500. It's like $350 for a weekend, Friday night, all day Saturday and all day Sunday, and you get some information on general practices of acting. You get a whole informational packet of kind of what it's all about, acting, the pros and cons of the business. You get the one day that teaches commercials. You got one day that teaches film, and it really is a good introduction class.
That was my first acting class in Columbus, by the way. The boot camp.
So there you go, the boot camp. It's a good way to start out. And then he has other classes that you can go all week. And Richard doesn't hold back. I mean, he'll tell you point blank on
what you're doing wrong.
What you're doing wrong is one way of putting it. So a lot of people don't like that kind of approach, but it is effective, and some people do like that. And so, you know, so that's one option. We also, another one that I went to here in Columbus is called Broadway to LA. And this has the number 2, by the way, Broadway to LA. And that's Chad Willett. And he has a much more
user-friendly.
Okay. We'll use that. You know, for emotional people that's not, you know, as easily hurt, I guess, you know, you could say that Chad has a gentler approach, but both instructors will teach you what you need to learn. And so I want to preface that right there, that I'm not definitely don't want to speak ill with them, because I've sat under both of them. Both of them have been instrumental to get me to where I am. Chad has a very practical way of teaching method acting, and that's a very practical way of acting, and it's easier to learn and grab than a lot of the different kind of acting methods out there. And so that's very good. I've done one-on-one personal classes on him too. And then there's actually one that an actor that's done very well, been in a lot of movies. We're talking like, you know, speaking parts in some major movies. I think he's even been on some soap operas. His name's Kevin McClatchy, that's in the Columbus area. And I will say that he's a little harder to get into, but he did just actually have a slot open, and I told him I would take that. So I'm getting ready. I've been wanting to work with Kevin now for about 2 years and haven't been able to do so. So I'm finally getting that opportunity. So that's not one that you can probably jump right into. The other 2 I mentioned probably have a lot more availabilities and openings to get into. So if somebody's really seriously looking to get into acting business, or say, hey, what's that about? You know, I would check out like Acting in Columbus or Broadway to LA. That would be a very good way to first start out.
Let me ask you a question, sir. Well, it's a 2-part question. My first one is, what was some of your, it's a 3-part question now. One, what was some of your memorable moments working with both actors from the 2 big movies? Bruce Willis and John Travolta.
Oh.
Your most memorable moments on set?
Or even not on set, just in talking to him.
Yeah. This number one, Bruce Willis he wasn't there the day I was there, but I did appear in the movie. Wasn't a big part, it was an extra part, more of a featured, you know. If you get in with the acting, and you can get in with the acting coaches, the more you're faithful to show up and do things, you can build that rapport. So everything's about networking in the business and building a rapport with the people that are hiring you. And as you get to know them and they get to see your demeanor and everything, that then can move up to more featured, you know, places. And the Bruce Willis movie was real simple, but I'm like within the very first few seconds of the movie, I'm just pushing a wheelchair through a scene. That's all it was. It was actually the quickest time I ever been on set. For a total of 3 hours, I got there.
That's quick.
Yeah, you know it, don't you?
Yeah.
And you know, as an extra, sometimes it's not always glamorous. Sometimes it can be
hurry up and wait.
Hurry up and wait. Sometimes you could sit in one room for 7 hours waiting for that part that they need you in to get there. So to get in and out in 3 hours means I got in. I got with my casting director rep. They're called a wrangler. They got me signed in. They got information that I was there to the producer. They got me in wardrobe. They got me my signage on and stuff to where I looked like a male nurse. They were filming when they needed mine. They got me right in and filmed it. And right when the movie comes on, we got Hayden Christensen that was in the movie. Now, he played Anakin Skywalker in the prequel of the Star Wars series, and he's doing a Wall Street scene. He calls his wife, and right when he calls his wife, she's in a busy hallway. That's what we're trying to make it look like anyway. It was a busy hallway at the hospital. And when they say action, I come right around the corner pushing a wheelchair, and as he's talking on her cell phone, it cuts back to him. And then when it cuts back to her, you know, a couple different scenes, you can see me push the wheelchair right by her. And so, I mean, you know, it's very simple, but it's within the first minute of the movie. I did get to meet Chris Maloney, and I did get to meet, as we said, Chris Meloni and John Travolta. Had just a brief conversation with them. On set, you really can't talk. I mean, I can't talk to people when I'm filming. You can't talk. One example is Arnold Schwarzenegger is a perfect example. When I wrote, it's called Aftermath, or the movie, it was called 478. And when I got at the Columbus airport, they were already filming. He was in the middle of a shoot. And when they brought me in to the next scene, he was in line. Actually, he was up at the counter talking to the stewardess or whatever they're called in the airport, and I was put in line right behind Arnold Schwarzenegger, and so I was kind of next in line. And when they say action, what you do is they give you what's called a number one position, and that is your starting point. And they'll tell you what to do when they say action, and you will do that. And so when they say action, you go through your part. And then, so my position was to take Arnold Schwarzenegger's number one position at the counter as a customer. And then, and so, it was only like one time that I could even communicate, or Arnold actually communicated with me, because we were filming when I got there, and they moved him right on and was filming when we left, And one time when they said after they do, I did like 15 rehearsals or 15 retakes with Arnold there in that one scene. Like 15 times we reshot it. And after I go at the counter, he goes and did what he had to do, and then he'll say back to number one. You go back to number one, and then you get ready to do it. And then one time I was left at the counter, and it happened so quick, they said back to number one. When Arnold got back, I was still in his position. And so he said, go back to your number one. And then he got that big Arnold grin, And so that was my communication with Arnold in the whole movie. But, so sometimes it happens just like that, real quick.
And when you're on set, you're cautioned not to talk to the principal actors, not because they're trying to keep you separate or anything like that, but just because there's a lot of people on set, and people just have to get their work done. And if everybody wants to chit chat with the stars, then
that's what I meant. More like off to the side. Sometimes
that's exactly what they're talking about.
Some people might be able to, some people are real approachable. Some stars, don't even want to be around the rest of the we'll say lower level cast members. Well, if you ain't a star member of their caliber and whatnot, then and
so it's the same with music too.
Yeah,
I mean, I was just at the concert with Fetty Wap, and we almost had to chase him down to get a conversation with him, because he came right off the stage and jumped right on a golf cart and was gone. Like it was like, I thought he was gonna stop because everybody was at the side of the stage. He must have seen the side of the stage where people were standing. So instead of him coming off the right side, he ran off the left side. Security's right there. Boom, they jump right on the golf cart and start taking off. I run up to him like, hey, give him the mixtape, and they was gone. You know what I mean? So it's like, it wasn't no stopping to talk to nobody, take no pictures.
I think that's kind of rude, because if it's not for the people that come see your movies, come to your shows, you really are nobody.
Well, you're very personable, DJ Frost, Mr. Friendly guy.
Well, I mean,
you talk to everybody, and you like talking to people.
Our on-air personality, Mr. From Power 107. I mean, not Power 1. He used to be with Power 107. He's with Boom now. City.
Yeah.
He told us, and this is the most realest person I can ever be around. He said, he came here and spoke to the whole school, and it was packed when he came and talked. He was like, somebody had asked him, how do you deal with the public? He said, somebody come up to you and shake your hand. It's not about you. It's about them. Because if they don't listen to your show, they don't go see your movies, you're nobody. So every time somebody pull up on you, you automatically, I don't care if your stomach hurt and you don't feel good, you better fake it and make them feel comfortable and make it all about them. They ask, how was your day, this, that, and the third. How was your day? And you better be in. Like some stars, some people would say, oh, this star, I met them and they bougie, and this person, they real down to earth. So, you and Lil D, she's another person that I take personal to, because if you heard their background, it's not everybody's background. Like Drake, he said he started from the bottom and came to the top. Those two actors, those two on-air personalities actually started from the bottom and came from the top. And if you heard their struggle, you would have a whole different respect and outlook on them. And so they told me, you know, when you get in a position like this, it's not about you. It's about the people that come into your studio and you interview.
But
it's about y'all.
I'll tell you this, what you say is true, but at the same time, I can also understand the other side because I've been on both, you know what I mean? And like Steve Harvey said, he got to a point where I'm pretty sure you heard about when he wrote that letter and told everybody stop coming in his dressing room and all that shit. Stuff. The reason is because he was being so nice to people, and every time he came out the dressing room, he's shaking people's hand, can't get his coffee, somebody got his phone, people is in his room, and he's like, I gotta get ready for the show, I need some peace. Everybody coming in and out of my room, so he just said from now on, nobody backstage, nobody in my dressing room, nobody knocked, you know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, you know what this was when you signed up for it.
Yeah, but you gotta protect yourself too.
That's true.
You know,
that's why you got bodyguards.
Yeah, but
now if they slip up and let people in from your spot.
I understand, like sometimes you're busy and you ain't got time to shake everybody's hand and take pictures with everybody.
You got to have time to shake their hand. You got to.
But when you
well, the reason why I say you got to is because once again, I met Miss Marva. I apologize. I met Miss Marva through. I forgot how we met. How do we meet, Marva?
I said hello to you in the hallway, and you're like, "Do you have a moment? Can you be on the show, like right now?" And I'm like, "Sure."
Right, but okay, you was in here with, I forget.
I was here taking a workshop, a DJ workshop.
That's how it was. Yeah, that's how we met. And at first, I thought that she was a student. I'm like, I ain't never seen her around here. Maybe she's an evening student. So I'm always, you know, I am a friendly person. Sometimes that's a bad thing because people think you some type of, you know, something else. But my thing is, you know, I'm a 2-time graduate from this school. So it's my job. I take it personally, and I think it's supposed to be everybody else's job that graduates from here. You supposed to, you know, when you're not busy and you here and you just shooting the breeze or whatnot, help these, I call them my little brothers and sisters. Help them so they can graduate, so they can, you know, make them want to come back here for video editing, sports, or whatever.
Well, you have a natural ability to network, and you're not even thinking that that's what you're doing. You also connect people automatically, and that's your gift, and that's what you have to offer. You make connections, and you will invite anyone to participate in what you're doing.
Well, not
and
anyone.
also in having them be your guest, your mind automatically goes to, how can I help them? Who can I connect them with? Who else is in my circle of influence that I can connect them with to help them? So you're a helper and a communicator. So that's just who you are.
To answer your question, I never really fully answered that question, but I understand exactly what you're saying. As a matter of fact, you know, like I said, John Travolta, when we were done, I understand on set they can't, because having a principal part in a full feature movie now called Gene Pool, where I was the lead detective. Now, I can tell you that in between shots, you know, you're thinking about your next lines, you're preparing yourself for that next scene, and you know, you just can't stop and have that general conversation because you're thinking about your next line, especially if they're actually sitting there getting ready to film you, and you say cut back to number 1 just that quick, they're going to film it again. You can't, you know, take the time in the whole middle of the production, obviously, to have this conversation.
Also, to add to that, it was just like when we was at the I Am Rife thing, they had the cameras set up ready. So, like, you got to realize these is big cameras. The camera dudes is holding these things. When they get ready to film, they're not stopping. They're going to get that piece of footage they need. So they need you to be alert because they don't want to have to stop and do it again because they're already going to do it 14 times. We don't want to have to do it a 15th time because you ain't looking. So it's like that's why it ain't no talking. It's just focus on the scene. We get ready to shoot. Cut action. boom, and you better be ready. You know what I'm saying? Or they will edit you out the movie.
Real quick.
They
Yeah.
will edit you.
They'll put some trees
Yeah.
in there every time you drive down the road. Like, what happened to that spot over there? Just on the floor in there.
Right.
You'll find out that a lot of the extras that out there that they get called back and that's doing a lot are actors or have been in to some in media or doing something, you know, along that line. And that's, you know, and it leads, and there's a lot of times that these extras do get bumped up. You know, sometimes a lot of people says that they don't, but I know several films where they did get bumped up to a speaking role. Okay. And so, you know, long story short, you know, John Travolta was gracious enough afterwards to do a meet and greet, you know, and you know, speak briefly and get some pictures, and Chris Maloney. But then some you do that go over and beyond that, like you said. A perfect example of that, I actually wasn't on this one, but it was filmed down in Kentucky. It was a Hallmark movie, and I actually forget the name of what the movie was called, but it had John Voight in it. And John Voight, I've seen videos, I've seen pictures, and you know, when they were in between shoots and you went to rest or something in another room, John Voight came in. He played the guitar with them, and I mean, so that's what you're talking about, being real personable. He came in and sit down with them, talk to everybody, just like he was one of them. And so John Voight and some of them, that you know, that's a little more rare probably, but you know, it does happen.
Yeah, because I like. I like people that's down to earth. Now I know sometimes money changes a person, or it's just their attitude that's just how dude is, or the lady is, she's this way. She don't, you know, unless you go through her manager or whatnot, you're not talking to her. So my next question is, in you shooting your own movies, directing your own movies, do you ever use like people from here from the media school? Because we also have a background in film editing, acting, because we all have to shoot our own movies and we all have to do a class movie. So do you do anything like that?
I haven't looked into that, no. You know, right now the ones that I've that the doors have opened for me to surround myself with has been, you know, in the film industry. And so, you know, it's not something that I've looked at, not that it's totally out of the question or something. You bring up a good point.
We got some real good editors. We got some real good cameramen.
Okay.
And camera women too. We have,
so they'd be open for something like that to help out on a film or something.
Definitely. Can you hand him the yes, that one right there. So that gentleman right there, code on the camera.
You're doing really good, by the way, DJ Frost, because I was thinking you said that was a 3-part question. I just wondered if he was going to remember that third part. You know, a lot of people would have then got sidetracked within that last 20-minute conversation, probably.
I mean,
but
it's what I do. So,
yeah.
He shoots video.
Okay.
He edits video. He does a lot. He has a show on here. So.
And is that Kid Cash?
Yes. Yes. He has his own little 3K entertainment or something like that.
And I'm going to say yes, he is very good.
Okay.
So
yeah, you was in one of his movies.
I was in one of his movies.
Okay.
So what DJ Frost is saying is that here at the Ohio Media School, of course, there are a lot of students and alumni that can be resources for your film. If you need crew, talent, background, more information, just we're here.
I got a contact.
And you have a contact.
You're my contact,
and you have another
right?
contact.
We would love, I'm just throwing this out here. I personally would come back and sit in the classroom and love to hear you speak to the whole school about what you've been through. And okay, so here's my third part question. Before you even got in front of a camera, did you ever think that you would be directing movies?
Oh no. Yeah, like I said, this was 2 years and 4 months ago, right?
Right.
Before that 2 years, if they would have told me, hey, you know, like next month or next year you're going to be in a movie rubbing shoulders with John Travolta, or you're going to do stunts and working, you know, with Robert Downey Jr.'s personal stunt double, and you're going to be, doing this movie, rubbing shoulders with. I would have thought they were crazy. So, not only that, but you're going to write within that 2 years. You're going to write an award-winning script, and you're going to be producing your own movie with a 6-time Emmy Award winning producer. What
So yeah,
that wasn't an aspiration. It was never a thought. If anything, I might have been in a whole lot of doubt. Maybe I'm not sure.
So you're just busy answering calls, like you're being called to.
Yeah.
And you're saying yes, sure.
Yeah.
And then you
I just jumped through the hoops.
Yeah.
Where I'm at right now, I physically had to do these things. I physically had to submit for something or go to an audition or write the script. I physically did these things, but I look back, it just doesn't seem like I did a whole lot. I mean, It was just, I give the glory to God because it just seems so easy. You know what I mean? And I know it don't happen like that for everybody, but so, as long as the rest is easy, keep up the good work, God, right?
So, now I've been noticing since I've been sitting here, and even when I held it up the camera, tell us about these here
awards.
Yes.
Yeah, well, all right. These are from different film festivals, and a lot of people. It's a good question because a lot of people don't know about that. I knew little about it. These are called laurels, and you get laurels when you get these laurels, and you get them for your film or your script when you're accepted into something. You get to the next step in the competition, if you will, or you even get laurels called official selection. And I got 4 more laurels to go with them. I could have put 8 on there. They all say official selection. A lot of people will put I just seen a big time movie come out. I forget what it's called, and seen it on TV. And they had 2 laurels of official selection, and that was a name. So it's kind of a big deal to get an official selection. And so an official selection means you have been selected for them to even look at your script or even look at your movie, and it's accepted within the competition. Because at film festivals, they get so many films that to get an official selection is a pretty big deal just to even get it in there, let alone become a finalist or semi-finalist, or in like this one, I got the best writer, and here I got the best script. And so to be able to do that says a lot about the script itself.
That's true. So this is like a nomination, then, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. The official selection is like a nomination. You're nominated to be, you haven't considered.
Won, but we just thinking about.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
We are at the top of the hour here, so we're going to wrap up with Jim.
So before we do that, I want to ask one more question. What, to anybody out here that's thinking about, or they got a book, they got a movie script, they just don't know what to do, and they thinking about, put something in mind that's going to make them push forward and go on and do it.
Well, we kind of touched on the acting bit.
No, I'm talking about, like, and that even goes for you. That's for anybody in this room. But preferably he's getting ready to leave, so I want him to address it. But this goes for everybody in the room. Before y'all leave, I want y'all to leave something positive, because there's a lot of people that want to go into the directing business, want to go into the commercials, want to be singers, rappers, producers, managers, this, that, and the third. But, they got this idea, but it's on paper. I want them to take it from paper and put it into motion.
Yeah, I would just say try to find your motivation. I'm not sure where everybody's motivation can come from different places. Who's the talk show host of the Family Feud?
Oh,
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
We were talking about him.
Steve always has a good. You ever seen the clips? I mean, look him up. He's got these clips out there when actually Family Feud was all done, and he gave those little tidbits about, like he says, just jump or something. You may fall down that cliff. You may get bloody. You may get tore up a little bit. But he says, man, if you're just doing the mundane and you're doing life at one step at a time, or you're doing that same thing every day, same old thing, and it's just not going anywhere, you don't feel fulfilled, he says you need to jump. You need to jump. And then I just read something, I can't even think about it, man, but it motivated me. Another actor, another principal person in some area basically just said the same thing. I forget even what I looked at. And he was like, just talking about taking that chance, you just, if you're going to do it, you just got to do it. You don't necessarily know where it's going to lead to, there's no promises. I mean, I can't give any motivational speech here, offering guarantees or whatever, but, Steve Harvey put it good, well, just jump. If you got something to write it, I can't necessarily give all the advice where to go. You can find publishers, book publishers out there. Getting a script picked up, I don't think it's an easy thing. And it's not always an easy thing anyway to get a production. A lot of it's network. A lot of it is who you know. Actually just heard a story not too long ago about a movie that got into Sundance. Sundance is a big thing. If you get your movie in Sundance, you're doing major things, And there was a movie producer that sent his in, and he had, there's always those kind of things that you can set up on your email or do whatever, and I don't even know anything about that. But this guy had it set up to where when he sent his movie in, he could actually go back and check it out and see how much of the movie was watched. And he found out that they watched half of his movie. And so
I need to know what that
the
was.
Sundance or something that, sent it to Sundance, they watched half his movie and never gave him a call. So next thing you know, a few weeks goes by, it was dead in the water. It wasn't going to go anywhere. And somebody in the business contacted him that was a friend of his, said, hey, you get that into Sundance? Yeah, but they watched half of it and never. Long story short, the guy was like, let me make a phone call for you. Mm-hmm. He made a phone call. Next thing you know, he pulls it back up again, and they were watching it, and this time they watched the full thing, and it was accepted into the film festival.
Right.
And so a lot of it is who you know, who you're networking with, and that's the whole business with acting and everything, and a lot of businesses, I think, is who you know, and matter of fact, somebody even said, I even read it this week, I think it had to do with scripts being made into movies and stuff. It says sometimes it's not even about your talent and how good the script was, it's about how you know. I'm not trying to say you can write something that isn't going to be very good and get it to go somewhere. I don't even want to say that, because it has to be good, and it's best to have something good that's winning awards and, that's making a name for itself. And so I had the right people surrounded with me, and rather than have this person or produce it in LA or down in Kentucky or Atlanta, I said, let's produce it here. And so that's what we're doing.
Because whether it's movies, commercials, or whatever, music, everybody got to feel they got to leave Ohio to get their start. And I say, I can't say what I want to say, but forget that. Ain't no need to leave Ohio. We got so much talent. And everybody got to stop hating, whether it's movies, commercials, music. Everybody, whatever a person's doing, if you in acting and
we have to wrap up.
I'm good for a minute.
So my thing is, everybody do what you're supposed to do. It's not on you to put Ohio on the map. Ohio's been on the map. We just gotta bring it out there. Whether it's like ATL, it's like New York, it's like Miami, it's like California, it's like down south. Because a lot of people, they look over us, and people don't know. People come from Hollywood to do these movies because it's cheap here as far as the taxes.
Yeah, we got a good tax credit right now, which doesn't, by the way, help me out a bit. No, because you have to have at least spending or have a $300,000 budget to get that tax credit. And so I'm not going into my budget what it is, but it ain't going to be that. But at the same time, I'm not out here trying to do it on a no budget or a $4,000 budget or a $10,000 budget, which a lot of the indie movies done in Ohio are anywhere between 0 to 12 grand. And, I figured I got the right people on board to make this a quality movie. We'll go ahead and cast the right people and do it right the first time and have the budget to where we can, do it right. And that way we will get distribution and it will be a success. And so that's kind of where we're at on that. So, yeah, so, I mean, we are actually looking still for a few more investors. We're taking on some investors to get the extra 50 grand that we needed in that. And so we actually are offering some investment opportunities into the movie itself and getting a percentage of the overall net profit of it. And it doesn't take a rich person to get in on the ground floor of this movie, what we got going on, and become an investor. But we're only offering 25 units of investment though, and that's it, and they're gone. And I've already had a couple people that's buying 2 units. I have one that's buying 3 units. So right there's, you know, 3 of the units gone, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got multiple units already gone, so only a few are left on the table. If somebody's interested in that, they can contact me through the website, jimgloyd.com. Like I said, you don't have to be a rich person. And with that investment, you also get a producer credit in the movie. For those that are already committed to buying more than 1 unit, they will get an executive producer credit in the movie. And with that, you also get to be cast as an extra in the film, so that you can see what it's like to see what it's like to be to see what a movie set is like. And so we're offering a couple things for the producer to actually get involved as well. We're also offering this poster, and that's why it's right here. The investors are getting a copy of this, and they will be permitted to come out for greet and meet and get it signed and get pictures taken with the principal talent when they're there. We haven't cast a lead female yet, but we're looking at people like Jennifer Love Hewitt, Katherine Heigl, and people of those kind of names. So we will be casting lead female. So she will probably be in it somewhere before it's over.
I don't see why.
I don't see why not.
Right, exactly. I got my vote. I got 5 votes from Marvin.
Yeah.
But
We want to wrap up with some shameless plugs and contact information for anyone out there who wants more information about The Wager, more information about Jim Gloyd, investment opportunities, and the like. So, first of all, maybe first and foremost, there is jimgloyd.com, JIMGLOYD.com. He also has a book out, and that book is
Becoming Free from the Judas and Me. There is a page on my website for that as well. For the ebook, you go to Amazon.com, put Jim Gloyd in, or Becoming Free from the Judas and Me, and that can be found very easily.
All right, there you have it. Jim Gloyd, actor, producer, director of The Wager, right now in pre-production. We've had him as our guest this past hour, and it's been a pleasure having you, Jim.
Thank you. Also, look it up on Facebook, The Wager. Has a Facebook page for the movie itself, and we'll be, you know, eventually listing casting calls for like extras and things on that as well, so they can contact us as well through that.
All right, so that's the Facebook page, The Wager, the THE Wager, WAGER, The Wager. Is it like just The Wager or The Wager the movie?
The Wager.
Just The Wager.
Just The Wager.
There you have it.
all right. So coming up next, we're gonna be talking with Mr. Rob Ray.
Rob Ray.
And we're gonna be talking with Deflock. So we're gonna take pictures, and we'll be back after these messages.
Picture break.
You take this.
Sure. All right.
No. Hey, you too. Yeah, you got me. Look me up on Facebook and stuff, and you know.
Can y'all pull that chair up and close that door? I'll take it because I want everybody that's here.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's take it with the equipment in the background. That'll look cool instead of. Well, this is okay too, I guess. Take one either way,
That's
both ways
the,
maybe. You want a couple?
There you go. There you go. Okay.
All the ghosts.
Tighten up.
Since I'm the tallest in here.
Ha!
So it's up right there. Gotcha.
Oh, look at you with the flash.
Yeah. Cool. Who's next? Okay.
See if you'll like that one, sir.
Oh, this is a better one. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Do I hit just the shutter?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Little round thing.
Okay. And take it. Gotcha. You want another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, safety.
and I need to get it on my phone.
You like it?
whoever else.
Awesome.
Gotcha. All right,
Let me get mine here. Then
Okay.
we'll get yours.
and now I want to get it mine. I'm gonna post it on Facebook.
Oh, there's
Oh,
somebody
wait,
standing by the door right there. We could all get in.
Okay. Big Rob, can you do me a favor?
He's like, I know I shouldn't have stood by this. Timing is get it.
So hold on, wait a minute. Why is it gonna take a picture of me and Big Rob?
Oh, does it?
Oh, because it just. Oh
I
gosh.
turned it the wrong
We're the
way.
famous, all right, I got you. We're the famous one. Well, no, I don't. Go down there, I got you. We're the famous one. You want to get that picture? Is that why you called me?
DJ
Yeah,
Frost.
Tell me where to be at.
Anywhere you want, it's your show.
Okay. Very good. All right. Are we all in?
You look like you guys look fabulous. A little more focus. Wow. That's fabulous. That's good. Get one more. Give me a good look up here. Where y'all at? Who you love? You supposed to say you. Oh, whack.
Oh wow.
Now hold on.
I'm sorry.
Hold
We
on.
missed our cue.
I need one on my phone. Okay, go.
So whose phone am I keeping?
Mine.
Okay.
But you're not teaching. That's the wrong word, man.
You might want to talk to him. Movie director.
Oh, I'm fabulous.
This is a movie he
I'm actually used director. I'm
movie
producing it.
extraordinaire. He
You'll
was
be
in
actually
director.
got a director.
John Travolta.
Okay, but you'll
The last movie
Yeah.
he made.
It's
He was
cool.
in there.
It's all right. You know, to me, they're getting the point.
in your function you are
Yeah.
directing.
Oh, yeah. I'm probably some kind of
You
director.
wanna go there?
Dinner.
Is that the new one, lunch?
Yes, lunch. It is. It is. There we go. That look great. Fabulous. Let me get one more. Get a little bit more down here. That's right. Get that smile back together, little girl. Get that smile back together. Oh, wrong one. Oops.
Were you taking video?
I did. Now it's over. I'm taking pictures. All right, I'm done. Sorry about that.
I love your directing. You guys look
Thank you.
fabulous.
He didn't have that voice. That's fabulous. Why back over just a little more? Thanks, Big Rob.
No problem.
Thanks, Big Rob.
You have to change your name, man, because looking at your size and mine, I'm Big Rob.
Hey, that's what's up.
You will Big Rob.
I be Pee Wee Bob. You know what I mean? Pee Wee Bob. I rock with that. You
Do
know.
I need to replay that? How do I get it?
Go to
Just go to
undergroundcolumbus.com.
The website, and it'll already be on there then?
The Facebook page.
It'll be on there about one. How long after we shut it down will it be on there?
I don't know what the new one is with the system. Do they change the system? I don't know
And
what it
you
is.
could
Okay.
post,
But it'll be on there with the.
check out this video from
Right here.
10:05
Yeah,
to
that's why
11:05.
you can open the doors back, Rob.
Okay.
If you wanted to write people.
So we appreciate you.
Mhm.
Will you be sending us a poster, or
You want to keep that?
if you don't have them? Well, I'd love to hang it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it, man.
All right. This
I
is
brought
This my new
No, I
friend.
forgot to ask you. Are these in Redbox, or are they where I can get them anywhere?
What's that?
This is the movie you're working on now.
Right, yeah.
Is this going to be on
Why don't you
Redbox,
friend me
or is
on
this going to
Facebook?
be anywhere?
Well, that's up to the distributor. We'll find out where he
I'm
can
gonna
get
give it
it
to you
out
right
to. I'm hoping that it'll
Get on
be like
Facebook
on
and
Netflix
can you?
and Redbox. And
Okay.
Not on
you got to
that.
hit,
Okay.
before you can go to streaming,
Then
you got
write
to
it
save
down.
streaming for last, though. So you want to hit it in Redbox or on, TV demand and stuff like that before you get it in, like Netflix or something. But
Well, I
we'll
appreciate
see
you
it.
for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having me.
All right.
So,
And don't forget, some of
Right.
these cats in our
Yeah,
media
Fox.
school, they do
Hang up.
a lot of editing. He does editing. He does also
So you get the editor?
food rap.
Video editing.
It's spelled MRVA.
Oh, for movies? Okay.
Movies, videos, cartoons. I like doing all that stuff. Like all songs.
And then Russell.
Yeah, he does.
If you need, that's
Real simple.
What's your
You
name?
got
Robert Lewis Sr.
Oh,
Robert Lewis Sr.
Yes, that's my full name.
You
got a problem with my full name?
No, sir.
Oh my goodness.
No, sir. I'll let that alone.
But absolutely, yeah.
Thanks, Jim. Wait, your tripod.
oh yeah, I should take that.
What,
Yeah.
Huh?
Your Facebook.
You want my card?
Yeah.
I forgot one. I got one on my wallet.
Do you have one on your phone? You can send me this number.
Check it.
Do you have a card?
A picture of my. Oh yeah, I could. Or there's things right here. I'll be in touch with you after you. Soon.
2 L's.
Stunts.
Oh, it's
Stunts?
MRVA,
Yeah,
not
that's
MRZ.
what's up.
That's
That's the part right there.
You can be the man.
Hey, y'all talking about
There,
it,
that's
stunts?
the
You can be,
That's the one.
We talk about that.
No, you put the look at this car like, oh wait.
I just got it.
Thanks, Jim.
Y'all ain't getting stunts. That was the topic.
Okay.
Stunts. That's what we'll be in touch, my friend. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
That's unfortunate about that guy with the Deadpool set, man. That's
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
guy, he was a sweet stunt.
Was it?
Yeah, you just never know.
All right, well, now my throat is all parched
Coffee?
from my exertions. I will get the coffee,
What's going on, buddy?
and we will reconvene.
Yes, sir. I'm yes, sir. Man, man. You know some stuff, man. I didn't know you was doing all this stuff, man. It's stuff you don't even be posting, man. You're supposed to let everybody know what you're doing.
I can't let them know everything I'm doing. If you
Well,
see me, if you see me in the background of the movie, you might be like, "Hey, that looks like
You
Def
see-
Fly." You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but I mean, I be seeing so many people, and I don't want to say, "Hey, that's so and so," and it really ain't.
Yeah,
I be
sure
looking
that.
real stupid. You ever call somebody's name out and that wasn't them?
Yeah.
Like, you look just like dude, or you look just like girlie.
But see, with me, most of the time it's really me. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay.
If you see somebody that say they look like Def, like just be like, yeah, that was him. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the mystery of the artist. You see what I'm saying?
You know this cat here?
Who is it? What's his name?
Nobi.
Nobi.
He graduated from here.
Oh, I think I met him the last time I was at the show.
Nobi. His stuff is overseas. They acting like he a celebrity.
Oh yeah, overseas is that joint.
Yeah, it is.
Like you go overseas and
What do you want?
we was just at the Fetty Wap signing autographs, taking pictures and everything.
Who was it? Nobi what?
Me.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
and First Degree.
Okay.
We was with Fetty, T-Pain was there, Remy Boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know the rack pack?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. I stay in the move on the city. You know, that's how I just move around. I'm like always working for real.
That's
Like,
good. What about do you know
that's how I think me and you met. Dami Styles, right?
Huge Deal?
Yeah. We met at the LC at the Promo West Pavilion when the Migos came or something. One of them. Yeah.
That's Huge Deal right there.
I stay everywhere, man. Everywhere. I was just at the 90s Fest. TLC came.
I wish I could have had tickets to get that.
Who else was just down there when Common was there?
Okay.
Just any major event, if it's over 1,000 people, I'm either there or I'm involved.
So did you have anything to do with when Rakim was here and Slick Rick?
Oh yeah, I was there. That was one of the old school festivals.
Yeah.
They who I got a picture with Dougie Fresh.
Did you get a chance to talk to him?
A little bit. They was kind of like backstage trying to get on stage and all of that stuff. But, I just gave them my mixtape. And I usually get it if it's an opportunity because like we was talking about the whole acting and movie stuff. A lot of times they don't have time to talk to you because they got DJ interviews and they trying to catch a flight and they trying to do the show, get off the stage or shoot the movie or whatever.
Right.
So you just got to be prepared. So I always keep everything, business cards, mixtape, download card, all in my pocket. When I meet you, it's like, hey, what's up, such
now
and
you
such.
still live on Facebook, so tell them that because a lot of these artists I deal with, they come in here and don't have nothing.
Oh yeah, you gotta have everything all the time. Like this is a 24-hour job. The entertainment business is 24 hours. I tell people that all the time. If you get married, you in a relationship, your wife, girlfriend gotta be down with the movement. Because there's no way you're gonna be arguing about I got a show tonight, who gonna wash the dishes. It just ain't gonna go together. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, you still gotta be showman, but you still know you gotta get back and take that trash out too.
Yeah, you gotta handle your business. That's why you gotta get up early. See, I get up at 6, 7 o'clock. So you see, I was here at 9. I'm usually already up. First of all, I'm exercising every morning. You know what I'm saying? Second, that's how I stay looking so young, But secondly, you know what I'm saying? I eat breakfast, most important meal of the day.
Man, I eat breakfast on Sunday.
And then you off. You passing out flyers, putting out mixtapes, coming to the radio station, meeting people, networking. Just this weekend alone, I done met 2 mega music stars and now a movie star or future movie star or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's just this weekend. I went from Friday at the concert festival, meeting Zoe, which you seen on the Instagram, huge pop star, Fetty Wap, Remy Boys, just met them backstage chilling with them at the festival yesterday night. Come here Monday, I'm on the radio. And then after this,
Worldwide.
I'm going back to the streets with the mixtapes. As soon as I leave, I'm literally pulling up at the gas station with the mixtape. So y'all make sure y'all see me.
So
at the
hold
gas-
on, where's my mixtape at?
It's in the truck, man. I ain't barely bring nothing because, I was trying to get up here on time. I just brought the phone so I could share.
You good?
But I did give you the download card.
Right.
See?
But I mean, sometimes I be having a problem. That's why I be wanting if I could get it on Deck Plus.
I think you got bill money too. You got
Well,
bill
let me
money
get a
too.
copy of it again, just in case.
All right, I got you. Yep.
I also would like to play it on my live.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
The Live Me app?
Yep.
I DJ on there, so I would like to play it on there.
Okay. Yeah, it's going
Now-
down.
Speaking of acting, just right here, my co-host, Miss Marvel.
Nope.
Yeah. You got an Instagram?
So that you can, yes, it's marvelous without an A.
Oh, she's been in some commercials. So, oh. Hold on, caller. I'm getting you together. Good morning. You're on the air with Marvelous Merva and DJ Frost. I don't know why is he doing that again.
What's up, people?
And you're on the air with Def Lock and Ray.
Rob Ray.
My fault.
7-4 Entertainment, baby.
Double R. Stop.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm on Elwood.
What your name is?
My name Tammy. What's your name?
If you don't know my name, I don't know. I'm DJ Frost.
You trying to tell me why I'm on
Oh, wait, she sounds like she could be a good co-host. She sounds like she could be a good co-host. This is DJ Frost. How are you doing? I'm good. Can you speak into your phone a little bit? Because you fading in and out, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
We can hear you.
We can hear you now. Every time somebody say that, that reminds me back to that commercial.
Can you hear me now?
I'm just overexcited. This is my first time ever just using
I don't know what
That's what's
radio
up.
station you call, but this right here comes directly into me. Directly in. Ain't no reroute downtown around the corner. Sam's Club, Building them house. This comes directly in. When you call, it's from your house to here.
What's up, people? What's up? Where you calling from? How
Yeah,
you find
yeah.
out about the show?
I'm calling from the west side of Chicago.
West Side of Chicago.
Chi-Town? Now, how
Check
y'all
it
be addressed?
Say
Is that
word.
Chirac, Chi-Town, what?
Chirac,
I don't want no trouble, man. I don't want no
South
trouble.
Side, what's good?
So on the count of three, everybody in here, we're going to shout you out Chirac, okay?
All right.
So on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Chirac!
So,
Whoa!
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
did, but this is also a school too, so we can't turn all the way up and break the knob off,
Yeah.
Down a couple of nights.
Just a couple of notches. We know how y'all doing Chirac, bro. So what's going on?
Turned on.
Well, we appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, we need y'all to come out. We got Bando Jones. We opening up for Bando Jones August 25th.
Why does that
Tribute
name sound
Tavern.
familiar?
Because he got a song with the Migos and it's a hit. And he also got that R&B song which you got Sex You, which is like a stupid super hit.
Okay.
You probably know it, that Sex You. I'm sure, young lady, you know what it is.
I don't know y'all.
But yeah, it's going down. Def Lock in the building. You
Hello?
can check us out on YouTube and everything. We all over the net.
Well, caller, are you still there? Well, I think she got disconnected. So if you can call her, call back in. But right now, we gonna talk to Def Lock, and we gonna talk to Double R for 740.
7-4.
We're gonna talk to Double R. So anyway,
Wow, it's like that difficult.
I apologize. This is my main man. He lived down the street from me and everything.
And you already been showing yourself.
I think you're gonna come down my house and shoot my house. They ain't got my name right. Boom, boom,
I'm
boom.
just gonna spray paint him 7-4 everywhere.
Holy. I don't know it then. Ain't she from 7-4? No, I'm 920. So what's been going on with you, man? Definitely.
Huh?
What's been going on with you?
Oh shit, everything.
He's social media right now.
You saw that.
I got 2 phones.
Yeah.
But
Literally.
nah, just staying busy, like I said, just constantly
Okay,
working.
you gave us the rundown
Yeah, what's the,
about 5 minutes ago. Can we get a little instant replay of what your week looked like and what the rest of your day is going to look like?
the week started off, okay, let's see, Monday, where was we at? Monday was like, Monday, well, this is last Monday. So last Monday was Walmart mixtape day.
Explain that to me.
Walmart mixtape day is at least once a month. Out of the month, I go to Walmarts all over Columbus and just put flyers on everybody's car and sell mixtapes to everybody in the parking lot.
Wow.
Right?
Walmart's parking lots are kind of big, so you'd be a welcome soul.
Bro, I done sold 100 CDs in Walmart parking lot one day. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Now, are you familiar with a young lady by the name of Essence? Essence Brown?
Yeah.
Now, I like the way she marketed herself. And I don't mean it to take from her, but I think after looking at it, I think everybody should do that.
Yeah.
For every time you sell a CD, let's just say you Marva bought a CD from you, you're supposed to immediately take a picture of her.
Yeah.
I think it's only right.
Yeah. If they want to. Some people will be like, nah, I just want to support. But yeah, definitely. If you get a picture with them, you definitely do that. Like, I mean, I try to take as many pictures as possible. But my whole thing is, I just think that, I don't know if people know this, but when it comes to streaming and views, it takes 15 streams and 15 views to equal one album sale. That's how they count album sales now. It's not like Billboard.
This cat been doing his homework.
You know what I'm saying?
He's telling you exactly how it is.
15 streams, 15 views count for one record sale. So, you know, in order for you to really be having a hit song, you really got to have like 100 million views. Like even 1 million ain't nothing no more. That's like 10,000 of people now. Like back in the day when YouTube first was blowing up, you get 1 million views, you was like a YouTube star, but now you got to have like 100 million. You got to be like on Justin Bieber status before you're even taken serious as an artist coming off of YouTube and the internet and stuff. So, but now record sales is broken down by streams and views. So that's why I also still like to be in the streets, because I count every view as a record sale to me. If I can get you to go on my page and view my video or download my song, that's a record. So that's equivalent to a record sale for me versus the mixtape in the street. So a lot of times when people don't buy my mixtape hand in hand, I'll be like, you got a smartphone? They put a phone out, I'll make them follow me, subscribe, watch the video right then and there.
But, you know, my thing is, it's just like, yeah, you could have called in and did an over the phone interview. Mm-hmm. But for the people that don't know you, they want to be able to see you. They want to put the face with the name.
You gotta stay visual. You gotta be everywhere. That's why I said, like, you know, like we get back to the week. So Monday, Walmart mixtape day. Tuesday, workout grind. We did a charity. Wednesday. Wednesday's usually my chill day. Wednesdays and Sundays. But Wednesday, I think we was busy. Oh, rehearsal. Gotta rehearse. Yeah. For those artists that out there, we rehearse 2-3 times a week. One definitely a week. We rehearse songs every week. Then it's Thursday was, I got this store at BP where I sell my mixtapes every week. That's, y'all can find me, BP, 5th and Nelson. That's my spot. Okay. And then Friday, I'm at the concert with Zoa, and she's a pop superstar. And then we did the festival, sold 100 mixtapes there, passed out a bunch of demos to celebrities, people backstage. Friday, got twisted. We was done. You know what I'm saying? So wake up. You know, most people be like, oh, I had a hangover, I'm going to sleep in. I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning after drinking and partying all night and got right back to work. Yeah. Back on Saturday, we at the festival again. You know what I'm saying? And we now we working with Fetty Wap and the Remy Boys. T-Pain was there. Sunday, went to a pool party, rehearsal, meeting. Wake up this morning, I'm on the radio. Man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you're not doing like that, you got to be moving like that in the music industry. It's a definite job, and your girl, wife, mate, or whatever got to be down with the lifestyle for real. Because it's like, when you're an artist, you're really on call. You're like a doctor or a lawyer. Yeah. Dr. Dre could call me right now, and I have to go to LA today, like right now. No, you're not gonna tell Dr. Dre, well, things ain't looking right, let me get back to you. If Dre calls you and says, I need you in LA by tomorrow morning, you're leaving right now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's certain people that just got that pull where it's like, I gotta do. If Jay-Z calls you, you're gone. Right. You see what I'm saying? So it can't be, your stuff really gotta be lined up in an order, because it's really about Like dude said, networking, timing, being in the right place at the right time, which is why I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't never have to worry about that if you everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Always keeping business cards on you.
Business cards,
Even on the
CDs,
days
something
that
to give them.
Even on the days that you chilling, you ain't trying to kick it.
Oh, I'm at Walmart grocery shopping, still selling mixtapes and passing out business cards.
Yeah.
Every cashier has my business card. I walk in Walmart right now. It's like, what's up, Def Fly? Like, it's crazy. Like, people running up to you in the streets, Walmart, Target. I mean, I just liquor store. You know what I'm saying?
Let me buy that fit for you.
I'm telling you, or you got a new mixtape out? That last one I bought was dope. Or it might be somebody who bought you know, the reason I started doing festivals is, you know, when you independent, you working on a budget and you can't be everywhere.
Right.
So this is what I figured out. Reverse it. Bring everybody to me. Then I ain't got to go nowhere. So if I'm everywhere where everybody's at all the time, I can never be missed. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you just weren't trying to see it.
Is that, or I don't want to be seen. Oh, that's easy. Just don't go out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's easy. I'll stay home. But if I go out, I'm doing something. Like I'm going to be at the festival. Like I said, I'm at the concert. I'm at the festivals. Look, I done did 8 festivals this year, and I'm on probation. I can't leave Ohio, and I'm still on tour. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but don't put that out there to get civil trouble.
No. I just stay in Ohio. I can't leave Ohio. So I set a tour all around Ohio.
Okay.
Springfield, Lancaster, small towns. I don't care if it's 10 people living in the town. Guess what? They never met Jay-Z, but they met Def Fly. And they'll never forget you. Those small towns will never forget you because they're going to be like, oh, my God, I met Def Fly. He's my favorite rapper. He came to this town in this little hole-in-the-wall bar, you know, whatever. So, like, you can do whatever you want for real, especially now with the internet. All I got to do is go live, and you could literally watch my whole life online as I'm doing all this stuff. So people know I'm for real. Like, I'm not BSing because I just be like, oh, yeah, Jay, I'm at Def Jam right now. Ding, I go live, I'm at Def Jam. You're going to see Def Jam in the background. You're going to see me walking past, people taking pictures with celebrity or whoever I meet while I'm there, or wherever I go, festivals or whatever. Like when I was at Fetty Wap, it's all over Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything people know when they pop up, they're like, oh, that's Def Fly. And he with such and such or them and that. And then you just get that ball rolling of being noticed and seen out with everybody. You know, keep rubbing shoulders with celebrities. And some of that good luck going to rub off on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to end up putting it in the hands of somebody, or somebody going to see you, or something going to go viral. And that's all it takes now. One song, one video go viral. If you got stuff to follow with, because usually what happens is people go viral or have that one song and they hear it gone. But you know my background. I'm cut from a different cloth, so you know I got hits ready. You know I got stuff that's ready for the radio, stuff that's ready for the streets. Just tons of. I got a bucket. I don't even have to rap no more. You know what I'm saying? It's so sick. I got a tub of albums already done, and I got 10 that's out now.
But why would you stop?
Because I want everybody to hear every song I ever made. And I gotta stop to slow down so they can catch up. You feel me?
So let me ask you this here: how come Underground Compass ain't got no new music?
You got the album, but some of that you can't play.
My boss, I'm okay. That please, you know you coming.
But you got the download card now. That's a new album. That's the group album. That's First Degree.
Is that licensed?
Yeah. Not every single song, but majority of it because it's in stores.
Well, can you write me down the ones that's not licensed so my boss can put them in? Because he's going to check and make sure everything good. And if you do get them licensed, then let us know so we can pull them. Because we got your old stuff on here. You've seen it. And we still rock it. But we want some new stuff too.
Oh, yeah. That right now is blowing up. My homie Bug, he's a rapper and a DJ.
Where are you?
He's at... where is he at right now? He runs a lawn company too.
So. Oh yeah. Yeah, this lawn season right here.
Yeah. So like everybody's grinding and doing something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's 12 of us in First Degree. We the new Wu-Tang.
Okay.
So when we
That's a bunch.
Yeah, that's a lot of, especially nowadays. Like back in the day, you have a posse. You know what I'm saying? They don't usually do that right now. You just got that one flagship artist and a bunch of security. We're the first rap group that's been as big since Wu-Tang, basically. 12 members or more.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Rappers, singers, comedians, producers, DJs, and we all do something. You know what I'm saying?
So how about this here? And I don't mean to be disrespectful down there or nothing like that. Well, we'll talk about it off air. I'll talk about that off air. But you showed me something on your phone. I don't want to put your business. I don't want you to put it up.
You said show you something on the phone?
No, I said you showed me something on the phone.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And DJ Frost wasn't trying to share either.
No, I mean you was interviewing and he showed it to me.
I see.
No,
Yeah,
talk
so
about
y'all
it.
can go on my
okay.
Instagram, DJ DefLock12. Go on my Instagram, y'all can see all that.
Can you share your Instagram one more time?
DefLock12, DEFLOCK12.
Just 1K?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
DEFLOCK.
These are 3 tracks you want?
Yeah. Okay. What else? Yeah, I got like I said, everything I do is on. Oh, here goes some footage of the Fetty Wap right here. That was the opening band.
Okay.
Were they from here? Yeah, they was from here, rock band. Yeah. You know, 21 Pilots was from here. They just won like 4 Grammys or something like that.
Now what was the group that went up there and they boxers?
21 Pilots.
21 Pilots, yeah.
Now, I mean, they kept to their word, but I mean, some things I just wouldn't be, you for the Kazee people, and you go.
But they did that to go viral, and because of that, because of that, they that's one of the reasons that they're so popular for that. And they actually gave them a whole week. Like they came to Columbus and did a tour for just Columbus. They did like 5 clubs in 1 week, and they got Nationwide Boulevard was turning into 21 Pilot Boulevard for a week. Ain't nobody from Columbus ever did that. Wow. Not even Bow Wow. And he had the key to the city. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I'm saying?
But come on, man. You act like a politician, man. You avoiding the
what
question.
You talking about?
What I'm talking about what's going to happen on the 25th.
You can just scroll. Well, August 25th, Bando Jones. He got the new song with the Migos. He got Sex You, which is already a hit. You'll be hearing the song on the radio. I mean, it's just going down like First Degree Entertainment, Reptile Gang, Bando Jones, and Columbus artists, Atlanta artists, Ohio in the building, West Side, East Side in the building. And it's going to be a great show. We're shooting a video with Bando Jones and the Migos. That's coming soon. And we're going on tour with him. Mickey Fax.
Is that a Columbus artist?
He's from New York.
Okay.
He was in the XXL freshman class 2010. Gonna be working with him too. So that's coming up. Just a lot of shows.
Well, I just broke your phone, but you've got another one, I hear.
So yeah, y'all got any questions or anything y'all want to know about?
Yes. What are you doing the rest of the day?
Today is Monday, so y'all know what that means. Probably going to Walmart. Nah, I got.
Oh, that's true.
Walmart. Yeah. Walmart. I'm definitely going to Walmart today, so y'all will see me at Walmart. But
which Walmart you gonna be at?
I'm gonna hit all of them. Side, at least one on each side of town.
At least one on each side of town.
Yeah. So he gonna be at the one out west.
Well, I mean, if you could, give a very general idea about which one, which time, we can tell people to meet you out there.
Whitehall. Immediately after this interview.
Immediately after, which is like 1:32.
And then I'll probably go out west, so West Broad or whatever.
No, that's
Egg Road or something like that.
No, that's begin with a G. Anyway,
Georgesville Road.
Yeah,
Georgesville Road. After that, around like 3 or 4.
3 or 4, Georgesville Road, Walmart.
Where tonight I'll be in Gender Road, Pataskala Walmart out there tonight. And probably go to Newark, Ohio, the Walmart.
Why don't you Great Southern Walmart?
Morris Road. Go to Great Southern.
Man, who don't go what?
Man. Oh yeah, Morris Road. Yeah. Morris Road. Yeah. I might get Morris Road tonight, but it depends if I go to Newark or not. Cause you know what I'm saying. But that's as long as I hit 4. 4 of them. I try to spread it out. Plus, I like being seen different places because people think they can get away from me, and I don't be wanting them to think that. So somebody will be like, in yoga class, and then Def Lock will walk in and sell them the mixtape like, oh man, this is my yoga class. How did you know I was gonna be here? So like when I say I'm everywhere, like I literally try to be everywhere so that even if you like trying to avoid me, I'm gonna run into you. So that's why I don't have no beef either.
Right.
Because I'm gonna see you. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the people. If we had beef, I'm gonna see you in the street, so you can't even walk around. So because I'm everywhere.
That's
So
cool.
that's why I know everybody. We cool. Everybody knows I'm cool because you gonna see me. You know,
Right.
if we got a problem, but I don't because I know everybody. You know, pretty much, or know somebody that knows somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey, I mean, it's cool to be able to go on all sides of town and don't have no problem.
yeah, definitely. I
It ain't
mean,
like you peeing on nobody else's trees, but you that type of person that you ain't got no problem. A lot of cats, they can't do that.
no, because everybody be trying to turn up on people and act a fool in public and all of that, and I'm just making money. You got to respect the hustle. If you don't respect nothing else, you're going to respect the hustle.
Some cats don't respect that. You know, Cat Williams said you got 25 haters, you need 25 more before summer comes in.
I can have all the haters, but they ain't going to say nothing to me in public.
I mean, haters,
You know what I'm saying?
half the time they ain't your haters because half the time they rock your music, don't even know they rock your music.
Right, that's true.
You know, I have one artist, he's a gospel rap artist, and one dude don't like him, but he know every lyric to his rap, to his whole CD.
Right.
So
Well, see, that's a disconnect. That's what I call that. Sometimes people like your music but don't like the artist. You're not gonna be liked by everybody, one, and then two, you buy into the song, but you may not buy into the artist. That's how you have people like that can be here today, gone tomorrow. Like the song was hot, but I'm not buying what you're selling. You know, you got an Ace Hood, he could have 3 hit songs, but where's he at now? That's because they bought them singles. They bought Bugatti, they bought Hustle Hard, but we didn't buy the album.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So, you know, then you got artists like Snoop Dogg. You're not just buying his music, you're buying his brand, his lifestyle. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't sold records in I don't know how long, but he can sell a show out.
Yeah.
J. Cole can sell a show out. You know, it's people who may not even have a whole bunch of record sales, but they pack in clubs and shows, like never only sold 10,000 copies of their album or gave it out for free or whatever. But
no, explain that. Have you gave out some of your material for free?
yeah.
And what's the concept? Because I'm here, I ain't got that to do.
Well, me, like I said, I want everybody to hear every single song I make.
Right.
I don't believe in trashing songs. Not that songs aren't good or they're whack or whatever. I just believe art is art, and art's not meant to be perfect. So I'm gonna put it out there, see what it do. It might get 1 view, cool. I didn't expect it to get none. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at the numbers on your channel, that 1 view adds up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So me, I got so much music, I can sell it and give it away at the same time. So it don't matter. You know, I just put it out there. When I release something, I release it. Free, sale, download, everywhere. Like it comes out
you getting everybody
simultaneously. So anybody, a bum on the street can afford my album. So that's how many people know about me. Because I don't separate myself from the public. I'm not one of them stars that shot, you know what I'm saying? I'm just everywhere with everything, t-shirts, hat. Like I said, I just dropped the clothing line, bring that Reptile Gang, make sure y'all get the hats, shirts. I got shoes coming. $10, $20 a snapback, $20 a fitted, and the S1s, which is my shoe coming out.
Where can we find it at?
Yeah, where can we find it?
Instagram, Facebook, you can order it from me
Truck
directly. Right.
You got
oh no, I don't have any clothes in the truck. I got an order coming in. I said that's another thing. It's a good problem to have, but I sell out so much.
Right.
That's why I don't have a flyer. That's why I had to show you the flyer on my phone because we gave them out at the Fetty Wap concert.
What's around your neck?
Oh, this is our VIP pass. As you can see, it gets me in. It says all access everywhere. See what I'm saying?
Now, how you do that?
Through our label. Open it up for people and all of that.
That's
You know what I'm saying? So like, and you got a media pass too.
Okay.
Yeah. Media pass gets you in everywhere. That's usually what the radio stations and stuff like that. Radio stations, newscasters, all that.
Right.
They
and that's like all access too, right?
Yeah, that's all access for them to do interviews and all that stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like you gotta have everything, man. You really just gotta be prepared. Like a lot of these artists are in the street, they ain't really prepared. They don't have all the tools. They're not looking for the tools. And now there's no excuse with the internet. You can Google anything. You can literally say, Siri, how do you get in the rap industry? And it'll be like, rap industry. 1, this is what you have to do. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And there you go. Like,
Right.
who are you waiting to ask? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who is you waiting to ask? I've been in the music business for 14 years. You know what I'm saying? That's longer than a lot of people. And I'm still around and I'm independent. You know what I'm saying? And probably like 200,000 records sold independently, out the trunk, in the street. You know, download streams probably not even included. So.
And where can people stream your music?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
My thing is there should be a website called
Worldwide.
Everywhere, because that's, I might even invent that, Joe, because I'm into doing it. I'm about to come up with my own app.
Okay, well, here, do this here. Do this here. I'm not
I
even
copyright that too, everywhere.com.
I'm not even asking. I don't even have this copywritten. I just want to see this because a lot of artists be letting their people listen to their music. My thing is, I want a way. I want somebody to create a website where you could go on and get paid for having your music on there. But it also tells you from, if it's 18 minutes long, how long did Miss Marva listen to your track?
Oh yeah, that would be dope.
And it tells, it had to be where it don't let them get off until they leave a comment. But at the same time, the artist got to have tough skin to know what's the BS and what was real.
Well, that's kind of what YouTube do. So that's why I tell all artists
to
put
get off of it though.
You can, but YouTube has an analytics where it tells you who watched it from what city and state, what your demographic is, how long they watched it, and all of that stuff. So you kind of, it's not as detailed as what you were saying, but they do got sites out there. Reverb Nation does a little bit of that, where you can track the listeners and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
But people need to know how tight their music is. Oh man, this is tight. This is tight.
Yeah,
I listen to it. I'm like,
this is the thing. Everything ain't a hit.
Right.
And if people was making hits like that, and this is directly for the local artists, if you had a hit, it would be on the radio. So stop calling the radio asking them to play your stuff if you ain't got a hit. You see what I'm saying?
But at the same time, you gotta understand this here. You want your music played. Underground Columbus is for unsigned and independent artists. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. We play your music 24/7. When nobody here Sunday, your music was played all hours of the day or night. All you gotta do is tune in. Pay one of your cronies to listen to it 24/7.
Have your callers calling in, listen to it. I mean, there's so many.
No, we ain't got that. Well, you can call in and get this. Ain't the request line. You just gotta catch it. You gotta listen to some rock and roll and all that.
I'm saying you got podcasts, you got internet radio, you got satellite radio. You got so many avenues. This is not the 90s. This is not like.
Well, wait a minute.
If nothing's wrong with it, but like Paul Strong probably wouldn't play your stuff. You see what I'm saying? But now it doesn't matter because I got DJ Frost.
Yeah.
So why am I calling Paul Strong?
But the whole thing is you getting your music heard worldwide. So no matter what time it is here in Columbus, Ohio, 11:49 a.m.
Right.
Over in New Guinea, it's what time? Maybe 4 in the morning?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Right. So people is listening to your music no matter what. Like I was talking about the young artist that graduated from here. He's an alumni. Nobi.
Mm-hmm.
Over in the UK, every time they play his track, they jump up and down. Mm-hmm. Now, when they hear that this man about to touch down, it's going to be sold out before the airplane wheels hit the ground.
That's dope. That's how it is.
And people, I ask people, are you hungry or are you starving?
Well, I'm not neither because I'm just ambitious and I know what I want and I'm gonna get it by any means. Because I never believed in being a starving artist because my thing is, if you're really about this life, you're gonna make money.
Right. But at the same time, though, that's starving because somebody's not gonna give you some cheese and crackers and you cool with it.
Right. You're right.
You want it until ain't nothing else for me to get.
I want the Cracker Factory.
There it is.
And then we can talk about signing a deal with the cheese. Let me get the Cracker Factory first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I can make my own cracker. Reptile Crackers coming too. Copyright that.
We talked about later today. We know today is Walmart Monday, but
Walmart Monday.
Walmart Monday. But what is lined up for the near future? Next couple months, rest of the year, that kind of thing?
TMZ. We're going to LA. Bando Jones single release party for the song with the Migos.
And when is that?
That's September, like the first week of September, somewhere like that. But before that, we got a show. We got 3 shows this weekend. So
And where are those
Columbus,
shows?
Tribute Tavern on the west side, Portsmouth, Ohio. Don't know where the hell that's going to be. And then Atlanta with Mickey Fax CD release party, and Bando Jones is performing there too. And then we going to LA after that.
Oh, that's
So that's going into September. And then September, you know, Kendrick Lamar is coming.
You try to be a part of that?
Uzi Vert is coming. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be there. That's tomorrow, actually. Kendrick Lamar will be here tomorrow. Schottenstein's Arena.
Okay.
Def Lock will be there. Get your mixtape. Get your download card. Come holler at me. 2 Chainz is coming on the 7th of September. Cardi B gonna be here on the 1st.
Cardi.
You know what I'm saying? She'll be at Club Chanter's, so we'll be there. Who else? The Breakaway Festival. How could I forget that? Breakaway Fest. Everybody will be there. That's September 1st and 2nd or 3rd or something like that.
Oh, where
The
is
first week of September is going to be at the Crew Stadium or the Mayfair Stadium, whatever they call it.
Okay.
So that's going down.
Marfrey Stadium, I think.
Yeah. And it's like 30 artists coming with that. I mean, all big names. I can't really remember all exactly who, but I'm 21 Savage, Lil Uzi Vert, and some other people, a whole bunch of people coming.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, definitely going to sell.
You wouldn't know who coming. You wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah. I stay ahead of the curve, man. That's what you got to do. Like, I stay ahead. I listen to everybody's new, young, old school, whatever. Like, it's some new stuff I don't like, but it's some old stuff I didn't like either. I mean,
Okay. Well, since you brought that up, and that's what everybody in here, I don't care what genre it is, give me your starting 5 and 1 off the bench.
Start 5 and 1 off.
I don't care if it's underground, mainstream, I don't dead alive, what?
See, I'm biased when it comes to that because I'm old school all day when it comes to that.
Well, that's what I said.
But not all day, because there is a few. Okay, I'm gonna mix it up. Okay, top 5: Nas, Jay-Z, of course, Eminem, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar,
1 off the bench.
Big Sean.
Next.
First off, Scarface.
Yeah.
Number one, hands down. Nas, Jadakiss.
That's a good one.
Fred the Godson.
Mm-hmm.
I like lyrics. Eminem.
Okay. 1 off the bench.
MC Light.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Next.
I like Disney. So all those artists out there making music for Disney movies, you're all my favorites. Love Frozen.
Okay. Speaking of Frozen, let it go.
We talking about music.
Tell my granddaughter that.
You talking about music?
We ain't talking about you.
My brother's a Grammy Award winning
Oh my
rapper.
God. Security.
My brother's a Grammy Award winning rapper. Look him up. Google him. You can Google my family. We a legacy with Dynasty, Charles.
Right.
So
Okay,
my
so
father-
since you weaseled your way into the conversation,
I always was going
give me your top 5.
rappers.
Rapper, singer,
I'll do
past,
singers. Singers for people like Trey Songz. I'll do that stuff. I'm emotional. I'll cry.
You need a bag on your face.
Can't see.
You making us all cry.
First of all, Frost, let's not talk about looks.
I look better than you. Your hair is not combed. Your beard's not combed. You
Frost,
look
you
a
ain't
hot
got
mess.
hair. You can't talk about somebody. You can't have nothing hair
Oh
and
my
criticize
gosh.
my does have.
You need a C cup.
You know what?
You
If
need a C
you
cup
need to be
bra.
the guy who built it. You need to cut your hair.
Really?
Now we don't want to talk about it. So
Wow.
Okay. I got you.
you cut your nose here, your eyebrows,
Whoa,
everything. You cut everything. Get them all.
Okay.
True story. I'm not making it up.
Well, he
But,
messed up and he ain't cut nothing on you.
I cut my hair, Frost. Thanks a lot.
What happened? The clippers broke.
Called Con Air. It's usually Con Air. Use
Kind of hair. That's
Con
hair
Air.
dryers and stuff.
They make clippers.
You were stuttering on that.
They make
what?
clippers.
They do make clippers.
Yeah, see?
Well,
see?
you need
I
to
got
take
the
the clippers
Kmart.
back, get your
When
money
Kmart was
back.
going out
They
of
didn't take
business.
you didn't
I
line
got
it
it.
up.
I got
There was
it.
the top off, nothing.
When Kmart was going out of business, it was $3.
Somebody had to do
Yeah, probably your PO officer.
it. It's possible.
No,
You got Frost. You murdered that man and he looked at you. You know that. Had a heart attack right there. So here are my favorite 5 rappers.
and don't be on too
About
far
time.
close on the mic either, because you're gonna make it melt.
First of all, I'm an Academy Award winning
You're
mentionee.
nothing.
A mentionee. I was a mentioned at the Academy Awards
Right, okay.
back in 1999. True story. Denzel mentioned me.
Denzel ain't mentioned it. They don't even know you.
Denzel, yes, he does. He said,
Mention me, not even. He said mention me.
Yeah,
Mention it.
They
yeah.
didn't mention me.
Yeah, Denzel said something about Jordan.
It was talking about Michael.
talking about me. I
No,
was
it
like,
wasn't.
Let him give his top 5. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
Frost.
Come on.
Sort of ugly, but number 5. You gotta give it to this man because of cultural reverence for me. Ice Cube.
Okay.
Okay.
Ice
Okay.
Cube. You gotta give it Ice Cube.
All right.
Now, when you talk about lyrical assault, I'm a big fan of Busta.
You a bit what?
Big fan of Busta
No,
Rhymes.
you say you're what?
Frost, let's
You
not
say
talk
you
about.
saying
Let's,
big or big?
if you want to talk about grammar, let's talk about looks. Then just me
Well,
one
you
person.
can't talk about looks because you tore it from the neck up.
You two are from the neck down.
Okay. Okay, kids. Come on.
Top 5, dead or alive.
That's a good one.
Shots.
That was a grenade right there.
See, Frost, your nickname.
Come on, though.
Anyway, your nickname was Neckbone.
Neckbone.
So third one is Rakim. Rakim's a
Yeah.
legend.
Why would you put him third though?
Reason why I'm going to explain it. Third one is for me is Rakim.
Because Rakim should be the top 1 or 2. He's a
Frost.
lyricist for real.
I'm young. Anyway,
And ugly. You painful on all our eyes.
Frost, you like
Moving on.
You like death. You just look
Frost, I thought you was the Grim Reaper. I seen you.
no.
I said, here it comes. I'm about to die.
Death Lock in the
Moving
building.
on.
So for entertainment in the building.
Right.
We got Miss Russell.
So here's the second one, Frost. You gonna like this one. Second one is my man, Jigga. Oh. And number 1, the reason why he's number 1, he's always been my favorite rapper my whole life. Now here's the thing about it. Jigga and Eminem to me are even. So I mean it's kinda hard. It's kinda hard to pick between those two. I love Jigga, but I like Eminem. But Eminem goes a little bit crazy to me sometimes. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I don't want to
Now,
kill
Jigga-
sometimes
Jigga
I don't
is
want
a-
to kill everybody.
Jigga,
Sometimes I want to party.
he's gonna kill you with that suit and tie on type kill.
Yeah, Eminem just gonna shoot you in the face and keep moving. Sometimes I
He's
feel
gonna
like
shoot you in the
shooting.
face and have you in the front seat driving with him.
Yeah, I respect that. I like crazy. But number 1 for me is Kanye. Reason why I say Kanye is number 1.
Go crazy.
The reason why I say this is the reason why I say this. Kanye changed the game.
In what way? With that tech?
If there's no Kanye, there's no Drake.
Who?
If there's no Kanye, there's no Drake.
Huh.
Oh yeah, that's true.
If there's no Kanye,
opened the door for
if there's no Kanye, there's no Lupe.
yeah, Lupe.
There's no Drake.
Right.
Kid
There's
Cudi's gone. Half the game right
J.
now.
Cole.
Half the game that we consider to be good music would not be around.
Emo rap was invented by Kanye.
Yeah,
He was
Kanye's
the
he's
first rapper to be harmonizing and singing song. 808 is when
Yeah.
that started. Like all the harmonizing and
Yeah,
singing.
Kanye,
Like
if
that was
you-
mostly Kanye. Not like singing. We ain't talking about Nelly singing. We talking about auto tune
Yeah.
after T-Pain. That's
Kanye-
called emo rap.
You gotta think about this. Not only did that, but Kanye put on John Legend.
Yeah.
Because there will be no Kanye, there will be no John Legend. Half of anybody we listen to is because of Kanye. So he is the most influential rapper.
Yeah.
Of
They all
my
call it
generation.
Grammy. Everybody on good music got a Grammy.
Yeah,
The Grammy.
Oh yeah, you got a good team.
yeah.
The
You gotta
Grammy
think about
fan,
it. For where I grew up at, he is the most influential rapper of my generation. So I gotta put him number 1 because I didn't live through Rakim. So I can't give him number 1 because I was unable to experience it. I'm still, but here's the thing about it, Ross. I can't experience it because it was not my generation. But I respect
What?
it.
Hold on, Donnie. Don't leave this. Like the same question goes for you, and you a DJ.
Wait a minute, Frost.
There's no
Right, so wait a minute, time out.
You take it from Foul Breath.
Time out. Wait a minute. You just admitted you ain't no DJ.
I am.
No, you just admitted
He's been in
you.
the game. He's been in the game a lot longer than me, and
He
he's
younger
been
than
right
you.
there. He's been right there with the artist.
I've been with the artists too. You know, Kurt Franklin, Todd Tribbett.
No, they don't know you.
Kurt Franklin know me. I gave Kurt Franklin $20 one time to get a parking ticket. Kurt Franklin know me. He owed me $20. Get your hat
This is
still on the same
saying that
vibe.
goes to a good church and fell on the money.
I tripped.
And it stuck to your suit.
I can't help that the money stick to me. I'm a magnet to money.
How did it?
It was a blessing. It was a myth.
That was theft.
God moved in mysterious ways,
Right.
and He's moved in a way for me to collect some funds.
Right. Right. That
And,
was,
and you got all these codes. You never had me as a guest.
you see why?
Ratings would go through the roof.
No, the microphone is already.
Ratings would go through the roof.
No.
I know strippers. I know a bunch of people.
See what I'm saying? That this is a family-oriented show. Some
This ain't no
kids
family. Ain't no
some
family
kids
listening
ain't
to
in
you,
school.
Ross.
Some kids ain't in
Yeah.
school.
My kids better be in school.
Yeah, right. My kids.
Where are
Adam.
your children?
Well, Frost kids,
Hey,
you know, they sell them blocks.
Did you give us one off the bench yet?
No.
Oh, who's one off the bench? So there's a rapper I could pull off the bench.
So if one of them was to get hurt or something,
Say Luda.
who would you? Who?
Luda. I'm a big Luda fan.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm a big Luda fan. Luda, it'll be either Luda or Andre.
3,000.
Luda or Andre.
Yeah, Andre. You got it.
Yeah. A lot of people don't give Andre his props that he deserves. But
Yeah,
Andre,
he's one of the greats.
yeah, he's one of the coldest, and he's still doing it. He just doing his stuff, but he's one of the coldest in the game. Luda don't gotta do it anymore. But if he came back with an album and he really wanted to come out with some code, he could drop some code. He's one of the few rappers that like the Jay-Z's, they still cranking him out in their 40s, man. Rakim's still cranking him
They want
out.
it for the love of it.
Yeah,
Right, that's what it's
It
about.
ain't about the money.
Right.
but when it ain't about the money, the music's better. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Like when you first start, you hungry
Yeah.
for it, and your first album or whatever single.
And
It's the hottest.
that's what they
Yes.
was. They was hungry.
Yeah.
But Jay-Z, even though he got everything,
And you
still
still, when
hungry.
you can
He's
still
still
do
starving.
it, that
He's
means
still
you
starving.
You got the love.
No, he ain't starving.
He
Jay-Z
ain't
No,
ain't
I'm
starving.
saying that.
not to even make him.
Jay-Z full. Jay-Z's full. He's licking his fingers right now.
He full for the rest of his
Yeah,
life.
he licking fingers and he
No, I
got
mean, if
Cheeto
that's
sauce.
the case, he didn't even have to
Cheeto
come out with that
sauce.
CD. Though.
I'm saying that he did it for the love of it. It
Yeah,
wasn't for the money.
Jay-Z do it for a
So,
hobby. Rap is a
Yeah.
hobby now.
Ain't got nothing to do. Let me drop
Yeah.
another hit.
I remember when he said that rapping wasn't even his thing.
It wasn't.
Okay.
Money was his thing.
Right. And people was like, "You really got rapping talent." You're like, "Oh, okay, man, come on here, go in the studio right quick." All right, you went in there, boom.
But it's a lot of them like that.
Yeah, that's what they told me when I got in the studio, man. I dropped that EP.
They told you that rapping wasn't for you.
Man,
Go
I'm
out there,
about to
seek
drop
the
an album, man, December 25th.
Right.
On Christmas, yeah, it'll be my gift to the world.
You what?
My gift to the world. I can't say the name of the lyric or the title of the song because of the content of it would probably need to be beeped out.
Now you're supposed to be a preacher, right?
Oh no, this is gonna be it is an acronym. It's an acronym, but I'm using a word. You don't listen to hip hop, Marvel?
No, I listened to Disney. Was anybody listening?
I heard you.
Thank
Wait a
you.
minute, you listen to Disney, so like like let it go,
Exactly.
Let it go. Don't try to.
Let it
Frozen.
go. That's what that's little girl singing on Frozen.
That's the one.
I ain't seen that.
Moana.
Because you don't
Exactly.
got little kids. And you hadn't seen without little kids is a problem for us.
No, it's just like everybody's
What's
saying
that
that you gotta see Lion King, and I haven't seen that.
You ain't seen Lion
Oh,
Lion
you
King.
haven't seen
Bro,
Lion
You
King?
ain't black.
No.
You ain't black.
He's not black. Tell him.
You ain't black.
He's not black.
That movie's based in Africa.
Based in
Right.
Africa.
How you ain't gonna see Lion?
Lion
That's like
King,
saying
bro.
that's like saying you ain't seen Roots.
I
For
seen
real.
Roots. I
You
see
lived-
the old Roots.
No, you lived through Roots. You didn't see it. You lived through it.
It's like you say you don't eat chitlins.
No, I don't eat
Oh,
chitlins.
you
I
ain't
don't know what's
black.
wrong with you, bro.
I don't eat chitlins.
Shout
and I
out to
eat macaroni and
chitlins.
cheese.
What?
And hog maws.
I
Wait
eat
a minute.
hog maws. Put some mustard on it.
No.
They say if you eat hog maws, you eat chitlins.
Chitlins.
Yeah.
No.
So like you,
Hog maws don't smell like chitlins.
Yeah.
yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
I ain't never
As far as
had
that's
Wait,
concerned.
Hogwarts doesn't.
hog
Hog
maws.
maws.
Yeah, it's about the same thing almost.
Oh,
Like, I can't even pronounce it. Like, oh.
I don't
Did you
even
eat
know.
sweet potato pie?
Who?
do you eat sweet potato pie?
I heard him the first time when he said,
No,
I
do you
don't
eat
know how he
apple
play
pie?
with my, what?
Do you eat apple pie?
Man,
Do
listen.
you
Okay.
eat apple pie?
Do y'all eat rhubarb pie?
What?
Okay.
That's some New England stuff, man.
No, it's not.
Look,
Rhubarb-
it is 12:05. I feel like we need to move on to our next guest.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just visiting, man. I'm just.
Rob Ray,
I'm
you're
just
just
soaking up some.
Bro, so
wrong
wait a minute, you gonna
with
disrespect your own guest? He ain't no guest. You
No,
see, that's why
that's
you're a
right.
bad
Family.
host.
Yeah.
You're a bad host, Ross. That's why I should be the host of this show.
Really,
Yeah, family now.
Rob Ray and Miss Marva is collaborating. They working on some things. I'm not gonna tell
Wait a
you.
Yeah,
minute,
you
wait a minute, wait a minute. You didn't even tell Marva what you told me, did you? You didn't tell Marva. You don't want to tell Marva? Marva, he said, Frost said that he's trying to get in a
Anytime this
movie.
man is stuttering, you lying.
I ain't lying. It's true.
go on.
He said he want to get in one of your movies. He said he want to be like what did you say, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, you did say that. Yeah.
What?
See,
you lying for him?
So you gonna?
you said that, bro.
You lying for him?
I did. You said something about being the leading actor.
Yeah, you said you want to be in the movie with Marvel. The
Oh,
next
I'll be
movie
the
Marvel
guy
Because
gets.
when I was talking to you about my project, you said me about Miss Marvel.
See,
And you was like, I would like to get a little action.
yeah, yeah.
No,
we
talking
talking
about
about-
that.
If I'm shooting it, yeah.
No,
No, you said you want to be in it, bro.
Like Denzel starring.
No, I can't.
Look, Frost, you lying now. Look, you sweating. You can't even look. You can't even look. You can't even look me in my eyes.
So Miss Marvel.
With the glasses or without the glasses?
No, don't do it.
Coming up?
You might get lost.
Project.
Oh, wow. Okay. You know, I need to practice to answer that question because there's always, he asked me, what do I have coming up?
That phone can ring any minute and she gotta go.
As far as project, yeah, it's kind of like him.
She like the Navy SEALs.
So
She don't
let's-
even know where she's going. She's
so-
just going. She
So
got
let me
two
ask this
phones.
question, Marvel. Would you?
Yeah.
Is your dream to be in a Disney movie?
Yes!
You could have been in Disney movies.
Because she
I
said she
want to
don't
be
listen to rap.
the
She
next
listens to
Disney
Disney.
princess.
That could work.
Yeah, you got some hits.
Absolutely.
They cracking them hits. Disney done so good.
Absolutely.
You watch Lion King?
That's my
Everybody
dream.
can watch the Lion King but you, Frost.
I live the Lion King. I'm Simba.
Yeah, I'm Mufasa.
The Lion King is a metaphor. Listen,
Right.
the Lion King is a metaphor for young black people. Now
That's
go
right.
back and watch the Lion
That's
King
right.
again.
That's right.
He's never
because,
watched
because
it.
you gotta think about it. You gotta think about black on black crime.
That's right.
They have black on black crime.
Who's trying to take over the jungle?
Yeah.
Right.
Trying to take a
You
little
got the brother who's jealous of the other brother.
Oh my
Killed
goodness.
his daddy, right?
Yeah.
Then you got the fatherless son
Yep.
growing up in the what? The jungle, what we call the hood. The jungle.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on
How you
Disney.
gonna be a dream? You ain't seen the movie. You don't know he could have lied the whole thing to you.
But he can understand what I'm talking
Right,
about.
right,
It's a
right.
lot of simulations right there. You know?
So man, just because you seen Little Mermaid? Who? The Little Mermaid.
That's his favorite one.
Yes, probably is.
No, that ain't my favorite one.
Oh, don't let me get started on Little Mermaid.
Ariel.
That movie's about molestation.
Whoa.
Can we say that on the radio?
I feel like we
You
just
just
did.
said it. You just said it.
I mean, you first you said I couldn't say what I said because it's a family friendly show, but now we're gonna talk about molestation. Hey kids, let's have a conversation about that.
Hey, kids need to know.
Yeah.
Y'all getting brainwashed with all this stuff, SpongeBob and all this,
Ooh,
all this,
SpongeBob.
what they call it, subliminal sexuality and all of that.
Frost, you know all about that. You've been sending subliminal messages to women for years.
Wow.
He got you with that. He got you with that.
I feel like you're
Bloody.
sending subliminal
There's-
messages.
Hey,
to
there's
Frost
blood
right
on
now.
the dance.
So for those that don't know, me and him, me and Aaron Scorton been having beef ever since this basketball
For
tournament.
years. It's been
No,
like-
No,
years.
it's
I
been
ain't
way before the basketball
It's been-
tournament.
No, it really
Here's the thing
came
about
to a
it. Here's
head
the-
because we
here's the thing
really.
about it. Here's the thing about it, Jeff. Like, I hate Frost. Now, he ain't the one I hate the most in life. Like, he's fifth on my list.
He hates the Rock.
Yeah, I hate the Rock the most.
God, that took a dark
I hate
turn
the
in
Rock.
this show. You're talking about a family friendly and then just say, yeah, I just hate you, bro.
Yeah. See, my thing is this. I ain't gonna lie and think like I like you. I'm gonna let you know I don't like you. For then you will never get ever twisted. Because like I tell Frost, ain't nobody ever gonna tell you that I said something behind your back. Because I tell you everything I feel to your face. I'm just that type of person. I'm a real person, Frost. I'm the real
Ugly.
person you ever met in your
Real
life.
ugly. You remember the cartoon? Yep.
Yeah,
With the doghouse.
yeah. He's right.
That's what he looked like. That's what he looked like. With the doghouse.
Oh, really?
That's why.
He brought it.
You remember the unknown comic, the one that had the bag over his face?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Without the bag. There you go.
He said without the
All right,
bag.
all right. Look here, Beetlejuice.
Oh no, you didn't call nobody Beatles.
Look here, Beetlejuice. Now I know. Now keep in mind, he don't get paid for doing
It's
this.
going down. We
Frost
just
is
had-
he's a
turned this into
loader.
a roast- a roast
He's a professional loader. He's that one guy at Walmart that's always there in a little shopping cart. Wasn't you? Do you still go to the park and rub your nipples?
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Hold up.
So
How are you walking around here a man without a bra on?
First of all, let's not talk about your stripping days. Because I got the pictures.
I wasn't the one
And
called
we are
hot
on the
sauce.
air.
I wasn't the one called hot sauce.
You was called no. My stripper name was Baby Oils.
what's
My name was
that
Baby
called?
Oils. My stripper name was Baby Oils. Let's get it straight. It was Baby Oils. I had a stripper from my grandma one. It was a long story how that happened.
Hold on.
Yeah,
man.
wrong
We're
party.
gonna
Don't go into that story.
We're gonna go.
Wrong
into
party,
that.
wrong story.
We're gonna go in there.
I got it.
But this is how the beef got started.
The
between
beef?
him.
This ain't no beef. This is domination.
He every couple of years, it's just like the eclipse that's about to happen in a few hours. Every couple of years, this gentleman says he could beat somebody in basketball. So before he played me and beat me, he was.
Oh, can you say that one more time?
That's where beef came from, because he
You
lost.
should have never said to beat you first. You should have said
I'm gonna keep it real. It's on
I don't know
undergroundcolumbus.com.
about beat say defeat because it wasn't close.
Wow.
Just like he said, I pushed him
It's
with an
murder.
elbow into the fence. I did not.
Yeah, you did. We all see
You
it.
was getting rough on the court.
No, I was
trying to
not
kill
getting
me.
rough.
Mm.
I would go up for a rebound. The man snatched me down, and they was wondering if it was a flagrant
I don't know
foul.
about those snaps now. Now you're just trying to stretch the truth.
Man, this cat, he was so raw with the referee and all this. From when it first started, Mr. Safranco, that's over Score on Air, he was supposed to be the referee. Come to find out, everybody in his class was the referee, and they needed grades for him to pass.
Wow.
So it was a CO conspiracy.
That makes me smart.
No, that was a CO conspiracy.
Shoot, did Bush win the presidency? You didn't see Al Gore complaining, did you?
Mm.
Because he still ain't president. He trying to save the son or something like that.
Well, anyway, so he beat me in the game. If you want to look at it, go to undergroundcolumbus.com and you can see it. But now he came out first with beef. What do we call it?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your video that let me do mine.
Somebody grandpa. What you call it? What you call it?
This guy here. Anyway, he came out with a diss video.
I had a diss video and a diss track on you.
I ain't seen it diss
So
track.
he did a track and a video. He came at you on some Pac stuff.
No,
he trying to be
came,
like Pac and
he came
Biggie.
with some
on
underhanded
Eyes
stuff.
on me.
You from the west side of the radio station?
No, he come down south. He from the dirty south.
Y'all
Okay.
got east side, west side beef at the radio
So
station.
when I see everybody, I come in, they're like, Frost, you seen the video yet? I'm like, no, what are you talking about?
Yeah, killed you with video.
Aaron Jordan, he done made a video. I'm like, what? Somebody showed it to me. And it was just like somebody showing me, like just somebody showing you. It's like if you got beef with somebody, or if you don't got beef with somebody and they got a diss track out about you, you don't even know it's out. You shocked. You're like, what?
Yeah.
So where
Where
can we
this come
find
from?
this video?
It's on the
You
underground.
can find it on the underground, undergroundcolumbus.com. Just scroll down, you gonna see his video, and then you gonna see my answer. I had to clap back on it.
Oh.
Now his was serious, and mine was more funny. I'm a funny dude.
But here's the thing about it. You said you made your track video, but it was full of lies.
It wasn't full of lies.
You said that I was gonna be barely made 5 points. I made 21 on you.
Mm.
You didn't even get double digits.
He telling you digits now.
You didn't get double digits, Frost.
That is true.
Hey man, I thought you weren't saying nothing, man.
Look, he's a
And when this last month or something?
So listen, all right.
It was made.
What I'm about to
Man,
do,
right. I
this-
remember. Yeah,
what I'm about to
I
do, I'm about to go downstairs. I'm about to get Frost the album again, you know, because he says he misplaced the last one, but you know, probably one of the kids just stole it or
No, I ain't got no
wife or something.
kids. It's just me and the dog. Maybe the dog might
The
get
dog
Your
is
wife
bumping
left
my
you
album right now.
right now in the house.
Your wife left you again?
I'm gonna bring y'all.
We don't know who your wife is.
is. Some
I
download
now,
cards.
official.
You got a ring. Where'd you get that from? Walmart? You got it on layaway.
I really think you're
You got it? Did you get it through CD while he was at Walmart?
See. Was
$18.
there on Walmart Mondays.
Frost, now,
Did you let the air out your wife?
Before I go, let's talk. You can talk about wives. You can talk about wives. We can go
Well, let's
there.
talk about wives.
We can go there.
Okay,
We can go there.
listen here. Check this out. Didn't nobody here in the underground knew he got married. He came up here. He didn't bring the missus up here. He didn't take a picture up here. Bring a picture of her. We don't know what she looked like.
That's right.
It was a private wedding.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, private wedding.
Brad
But
Pitt
you
did.
said we could come to your house with this vicious dog foaming at the mouth. Talking about I got cookout. He had roadkill and some dirty mop water.
Oh,
Talk about it was
that
iced
is
tea.
terrible.
All
He
right,
said
so now let's talk about your wife, Frost.
No, let's talk about your wife.
Let's talk about-
You just had the weekend. Shut me up and bring it. Don't have it with one of the members of your GC church where you be selling $5 off the collection plate to put in the gas tank.
Frost, you know I ain't did
This
that.
man
You
said
know
he
I
got
ain't did-
$5. He got 5 churches and he trying to
I
have
got
one.
3.
What? I thought you said you had
I
5.
said I got 3. You added 2 more.
Well, okay. Well, anyway, don't go to this JC church. There's only
We
2
trying to
members
like-
in each
we-
church.
No, we up to 10.
So can I come and get some money out the collection plate for gas?
Yeah, we take in. We got.
You going to
gas
jail.
for it.
You're
Yeah, here's
going
the thing
down.
about- See, here's the thing about Frost I want to mention about his wife. Now, his wife left him twice. This is the second time she left. First time she left you, she woke up and said, "You're ugly." She told
Oh,
you
wait.
and left.
So
And then she
since you
came
want to
back
talk about a wife,
and
why
left
did
him
your
at
wife
KFC.
marry you? It can't be no love. You got some money that we don't know nothing about?
It's called game.
The lack of. She felt sorry for
I
your
got a
marriage.
mouthpiece, Ross.
Right.
I was like, hey baby. You mine.
Right. Oh
It's been
my
with me ever
gosh.
since.
This cat here, man.
I mean, if you really want me to get raw with it, but it's too early to get that raw, let's just say I have to show her some things.
What?
Let's just say,
How to buy her food on discount
let's
card?
just say this ain't no Frank's. This is Johnsonville.
Oh, right. You still using that meat from Kroger's that you used to buy back?
Yeah.
See, that old scheme that didn't work.
It did work. I made thousands off of that.
Thousands. He can't say thousands.
I made thousands of dollars off of that, bro.
Say 6 o'clock.
I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah. So
Bring it
anyway,
up to you.
how the beef got started, he put out a diss
You
video.
still talking about the beef?
He put out a diss video, and I answered back. Now, mind you, I watched this video in the privacy of my own home, and I felt
Why you
that I
rubbing
had
your
to.
nipples?
Oh gosh, I know you know. So anyway, I answered back. Plus, everybody was getting on me, man. You don't answer back, man. So I answered back.
There's only one person got on Hill's cash.
No, a lot of people that seen it, they was like, yeah, you need to answer back. So I did. And so my video is also on the Underground, undergroundcolumbus.com. Check it out.
But who
It's
won?
fun.
Who won the war?
The war's not over.
The war's over. I beat you twice.
Between you and my lovely boss, y'all keep on pushing back.
You're a lovely boss.
My boss. That's my dude.
I am a sexy dude. So
Yeah.
I ain't,
Whoa, wait a minute.
You don't follow me at all.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I am a sexy dude. So,
Watch out.
you said it.
Yeah.
So let me rephrase it. You know it's Monday. I need my 9 cup of coffee. I only have 1 cup.
You said that thing, bro. You meant that too. You was rubbing your hands.
Right,
My lovely boss. Yeah.
Ah!
Don't be rubbing your nipples like that.
No, wait.
You get the non-engine. I don't know if you get engine.
So anyway, Mr. Aaron Jordan and Huge Deal Dominic Styles, we haven't had this yet. Jordan challenged me. He came out his own mouth, said, "You know what, Frog? After I beat you in basketball," and he did.
I beat you in D1 too.
Yeah, beat you at D1.
No, I beat myself.
It don't matter.
I let my
You
squad
lost.
down.
You lost?
Yeah.
6-1, bros.
Yeah.
That's called it. You know what that's called in football? Whitewash.
Yeah, pretty much.
In your case, it's a blackout.
Okay.
No,
So here's what happened. So he said, "Okay, I beat you in that. We gonna have a DJ over. I'm gonna beat you in that too. I'm gonna beat you in what you can do." And I've been trying to get it together, and I wanted
Bro,
to
it
have.
ain't easy to beat you in DJing. I already
You
seen
can't
how you
iPod shuffle and beat me.
Bros.
You gotta use some mixing and
I
scratching.
ain't gonna play music. The track you gonna mix is gonna be terrible. You gonna probably play poker.
No, you're gonna be playing off the Fisher Price record player with them colorful records and things.
So when I come in with Pioneer,
You could come in with Pioneer. Don't be having nobody else no ship either.
well, we're talking about slavery now.
No.
Look at that. Don't lose that CD now, Frost. Don't lose
Thank
that
you very
CD,
much.
man. Don't lose that, man.
Let me get that one because he already got this one. I already gave you one.
Oh, you gave him one already?
Yeah.
Here, give it to him.
Yeah, give it to me,
Oh,
bro.
You don't know
My brother's a Grammy Award winning.
what that got to do with you, and you just
I got a
ugly.
Grammy in my house.
You should have got an ugly.
Hey, you got an Instagram on your phone?
I don't got my phone on me, but yeah, I do.
It's not on anyway. So. But
First
anyway,
of all, bro,
He is really just.
Bro, just mad.
so anyway,
Bro, you mad because you ain't been light skinned since you was with by Wesley Smith that one time on the bus.
You was light skinned?
That was all I was doing.
why are you biting into this?
That was just amazing information. I can't just not say nothing about that. You can't just walk past me like that's not that didn't just happen.
So you know Frost claimed that Montel Williams stole his whole gimmick, stole his whole life. That whole MS thing and everything, he stole all of it.
Really?
That's why his hair's the way his shape is. You know, that's not a normal shaped head for a normal man right there. Look like a chocolate Easter egg.
This is a round head. My head is not.
That's not round. That's an oval.
No, it's
Your
not.
head is you like a cone head. You like a real life cone head.
Wow, I don't like you. I really can't stand you.
Huh?
Have you ever seen Final Destination?
Yeah.
You remember the one where the guy turned around and talked to the girl, and he
Yeah.
turned back around and he got smacked by the bus?
Yeah.
Every day. I hope that happens to him. Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
You ever seen you know Professor X from X-Men?
Oh my god.
You like Charles Xavier.
Hey, I gotta take it.
You up out?
Yeah,
It's been good seeing you, man.
for sure. Thank you for having
Hey,
me. Shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all go download the album. Death Block, Bill Money
I gotta
2.
go, Frost.
Good.
I gotta
Death
go.
Block, Bill Money 2, 1 Up.
First degree.
So
First degree.
I would like to have you back before. I would like to have you back with some more people when y'all get ready to do this show in September.
Yeah,
I know it's gonna
we
be
might
kinda
have
tight.
to do it because see, we might have to do something in the evening because everybody be everywhere during the day. It's kind of tough. That's why I couldn't get them all to come today.
Well, you got Kid Cash's information.
Yeah, I got you.
Call him because he got a show in the evening.
Okay.
In the evening. Huh?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, Frost, why you just putting all this stuff on air, man? You the worst host.
No, I mean,
you the worst host, man.
Okay.
Frost,
All
what
right.
show do you know does this type of stuff? Do you ever listen to radio?
Only here at the DJ Cross Show.
You're cool, man. I appreciate you for coming in, man.
You know what? I'm about to get out of here. You know why? Because I'm tired of dealing with unsexual chocolate.
So me and him, we got a podcast too.
I'm tired of
this-
dealing with unsexual chocolate.
This is what happens on the
I'm gonna start
podcast.
calling you Coco.
What? No. So anyway, I
Man, you know
appreciate.
like you should work for Milton, man. You like one of those guys who work for Milton.
Yeah.
You do like you can work for the shop. We don't have
No,
to connect you with Milton Freeman.
I know Mr. Freeman. I don't know in person, but I sat in his shop and talked to him about some things.
What are you talking about?
That's not. We on the air.
You know what? I DJ. I DJ. I come up out here and DJ.
I do.
I ain't never seen you DJ, Frost.
You know what?
Has anybody
Look,
seen
listen.
you DJ?
Listen. You will. You
Has
will.
anybody seen you DJ? Marvin,
Here-
have you
here's
seen
it.
him DJ?
I have not.
Here's what's gonna happen. She don't listen to rap.
Yeah, you can DJ Disney. You a real DJ.
I don't have no Disney tracks.
Dang, you ain't no real DJ. How you ain't got no Disney tracks? How about you get called a kid's birthday party?
Why are the kids? They listen to grown folks music.
Rakim and Biggie Smalls and
So-
Young Mouth.
Here's what's happening. To shut you up, here's what we're gonna do, and this will shut me up.
Oh, thank God.
I talked to Dami about this club, and I can't really
What,
disclose.
the AARP meeting?
No, it's not
Oh my
AAR.
goodness.
It's not AARP.
Well, I'm not going to no senior cities. I ain't going to no.
Okay, well, anyway, just listen to me. When I know more information about what's going to happen in this week coming up, I'm gonna bring it to you. I'm gonna bring it to our listeners on the show and the podcast.
Hey, you got a picture of Frost on your shirt. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh, come here.
Oh wow, that's some. Oh wait, I got you. So when it all goes down, I want you to bring your wife to the club. Don't be getting no. Don't bring your escort. Don't bring no escort. Make sure that's your wife.
Frost, you just can't believe that I'm happily married. You unhappily.
You can't be happily. Well, you could be happily married to a blow up doll. I mean, I don't know.
Now, Frost, let's not come with your personal life on the radio.
I'm just saying.
We know that you have a Lion Den membership. You have the Kroger Plus card for Lion Den. I've seen it. I've seen it a few
Kroger
times.
Plus card to Lion
Yeah,
Den?
you get this because you get 2% discount.
Well, yeah, see, like you know more about lying than me. Is that what you met your girl, your wife?
Balls, dad.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
What? Why do you look like that, bro?
Because I can't understand nothing that's
Like when
coming
you
on
was born to the doctor said, ooh. Like, you know what, this may not be, is it human?
Okay. Don't you got something to do?
You're like X-File case, bro. I'm
Right.
gonna beat you. And we can do this DJ all. I can beat you in DJ.
No, you
I don't
can't.
even DJ. I can beat you in.
You can't beat me.
Bro, I tell you, I can beat you in everything in life, and I'm proving my point.
You can't even walk
I
down the
made-
hall while bumping into the
You
wall.
see the thing about it, this how the basketball thing started. I told Paul to begin. I said anything he can name, I can beat him at. And so the first two things we've done, I have soundly defeated Frost. I can beat you in DJing. I can beat you in cooking. I can beat you in yoga because you seriously you're a yoga
Yeah, that's
instructor.
the other challenge. Yeah.
And then
That's
you said-
not to the DJ challenge. That's
No,
gonna put me.
no,
That's
no,
gonna put me
yoga
at 1,
first.
2.
No,
No,
quit.
yeah, yoga, then
Yeah.
No, the
Yeah,
DJ had been
But
before the
see,
yoga.
you stretch is hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see you. I want to see you stretch without burping and farting at the
Bro,
same
you
time.
barely did the workout correctly.
That sounds like a
you
challenge.
almost died.
I did better than you. I did the same stuff that the young cats was doing, and you were sitting down.
You thought you did, but you didn't.
Okay.
I said that how it was. I had soundly defeated you. Yeah, bro.
Oh, he told me to talk to you.
Bro, you're the only person that make coffee here, man. You like the butt stars. I don't call you star, but butt stars.
Okay.
Hey, bro,
We
how
calling
you
that
have a radio show? Y'all talking about coffee? Y'all giving out personal information? This is the worst part of the show.
But you are, every time you see me in here, you always bring your poorly done fest, your poorly done face in here. Now I gotta commend you on one thing. Ever since the D1 no, you don't. You don't look better than me if we was in a room dark.
You want to have a competition of who is better?
We could do that.
That's an easy win right there.
No, the only one's gonna vote for you is your blow up out wife.
We'll put that up on a poll.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Now, so here's the thing. I want to commend them in this though, and we can say true. I don't know. Since the D1 challenge, since the D1 challenge, you haven't been wearing not one plaid shirt.
What's it supposed to mean?
Every day you had a plaid shirt. Every day.
Bro, every day you like a retired gym teacher. You don't hear him complain.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
All right, go to commercial.
Yeah, that's what we go to. We're gonna go to commercial. When I come back, I hope we go. So this is DJ Frost Show and Marvelous Marva, and I appreciate you for bringing the gentleman on today.
You're so welcome.
And Rob, I appreciate you for coming in.
My pleasure.
Ugly Duckling, thanks for coming in, showing your face and scaring off all my listeners.
I can't pass up the chance of meeting Miss Marva.
There you have it. So I hope y'all network and make it happen.
In person.
Thank you.
There it is. It's true. Shout out to everybody, and we'll be back in a little bit. And thanks, Deathlock, for coming in. So we'll be back in a minute.
All right. Darkwing Duck.
That was not right. Not right. That's how it goes down. So it's 12:28. What's happening, Mark? I need him to call in.
He's not watching right now, but he did join at one time.
Okay. But we getting ready to shut off and get ready to get up out of here. So I appreciate everybody for watching and listening. And I hope you enjoyed Mr. Deathlock and Mr.
Jim Gloyd.
Jim Gloyd. And if you want to know more information, contact us, and I'm quite sure we can lead you in the right direction as far as getting in contact with Mr. Gloyd. Appreciate you, Rob, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And my boss, Huge Deal, Dami Styles. So I'm gonna cut this. Yeah. And Deathlock, I appreciate you for coming in. Everybody that rocks with Deathlock, everybody rocks with Huge Deal, Dami Styles. Everybody that rock with Marvelous Marva. Everybody that rocks with
7-4 Entertainment.
7-4 Entertainment. And for everybody that rock with me, I appreciate you and I love you. Happy birthday. God bless you. And happy birthday to my my little big cousin, Mark Holmes. His birthday was Saturday.
Leo's in the house.
Leo's?
Yeah.
Okay.
And happy late birthday to me. Friday was my birthday.
Yeah. You had a chance to call in.
It wasn't that serious to me.
Well, I mean, you didn't let us determine that. We want to celebrate birthdays. We celebrate everybody else. So, I mean, that's just what I do on my show. I like to celebrate everybody's birthday, whether I know them or don't. You on my Facebook page?
Celebrate it the whole month, man. It ain't over with yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So, happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday to my cousin, Mark Holmes. I love you, man. Hit me up. Anybody got any shout-outs?
Shout out Columbus.
Shout out 614. Who stand up?
614.
All that. All day.
Yeah. Nightlife Records, shout out. Yan Family, shout out.
Shout out to everybody on Cleveland Avenue.
North Side.
North Side. South Side. East Side. West Side. All that. So I'm going to get back with you all later on. Until then, 2 fingers.